Hey there, everyone. It's almost that time again. What time? Game time. That's right. Game time's coming back bigger and better than ever. You like home arcade news? We got you covered. You like real arcades and real pinball? We got you covered. You like old school consoles and retro games? We got you covered. You like modern games on modern consoles? Oh yeah, we got you covered. There is one thing we don't have, and that's drama. Yep, that's right. Game time is a drama-free zone.
You're acting stupid now.
Well, unless you count Jade and Steven going at it and yelling at each other. But other than that, drama-free zone. That's right. So if you're interested in drama, you might want to go watch something else.
You're like, oh my god, I mean,
I'm serious, like
retro gaming show.
Because you won't find any of it here.
I got two girls, Sharon and Stone, over here, and
What are we fighting for, chat? what are we fighting for here? Okay? Somebody tell me.
But if you like games and gaming, good old-fashioned fun, then this is the show for you. So come check us out. Thursday nights, 9 p.m. It's game time! Oh yeah! It's game time! Oh yeah!
This episode is sponsored in part by PTZ Optics. Why hire a camera operator when the control is in your hands? Visit ptzoptics.com for more information. And by NewTek, makers of the TriCaster TC1. Stun your viewers, not your accountant. Visit newtek.com for more information.
We are here, finally. I didn't blow away. The tornado didn't come near me. It was close, 8 miles away. We're here for game time. New day, new time. Same panel. That's okay. We always love seeing Bill's smiling face. And now we get to see it on Tuesday instead of Thursday.
Yay! Tuesday, best day. Woo!
It could be worse. It could be.
Wait, this was the original day that we had the show on, though, right?
I thought we had it on Friday first.
No, we started Friday.
Yeah, we started Friday.
No, we did not.
Yeah, we did. We
Tuesday.
took over Retro Buzz's spot, when we had Friday, it was Retro Buzz. We did it from Retro Buzz was from 8 to 9. Yeah,
you're from 8 to 9.
Jade is here, live and in living color. That was a TV show. Cult of personality.
Color.
The cult of personality. We have the Mike of all trades. And his brand new cabinet.
Oh, you can see it back there.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it fired up.
You show off. He had to one up. He had to one up my Street Fighter hat.
It's Tuesday. Usually, if it's Tuesday, usually I'm wearing like a Deadpool hat or something because it's tacos or something. So
Mystery Encoder says it's 5 p.m. Eastern. It's too early. Got to do it an hour later. Well, here on the East Coast. Unfortunately, because of work and everything, it is an hour going 9 to 10. Sometimes we don't get off till 11 or 12. Bill and I are like dragging butt, and it's time to go to work the next day. Yeah, it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough. But hey, the gang's here. We're ready to rock and roll. Let's get it out of the way. Let's just rip it off with a Band-Aid. Arcade 1-Up News.
Arcade 1-Up. News and notes.
We were just sitting here talking about this. We were going, all right, the arcade. And Jade's like, oh, but it's so pretty. And he's like, wait, what? The Arcade 1-Up News? No.
That's what I'm looking at on the screen. I'm just like, is that what we're talking about?
No, that's still the same. I haven't changed that. But Arcade 1-Up, in a bad way, has been turning heads this week. This whole collaboration, guys, like, I don't understand it. You're taking the same cabinet, reskinning it, which anybody can do. You can go to anybody that makes graphics, get this kith. What is kith? Tell me what a kith is.
It's a brand name.
Who cares?
Hold on.
Is it on an arcade?
Can I finish?
Go ahead. I'll hold my tongue. Go ahead.
No, it's not relatable at all. But that's like what they do. It's like it's almost like a shoe thing. Like if you get a special edition of a shoe or something.
That's what it's called. Kith?
Collaborate. No, I'm saying that like you collaborate with a company and then they come out with like a special version of like a Nike shoe that's like a, for example, Kith Nike shoe or same principle.
Okay.
It's like when they took Big Blue and did turned it into like the Big Red, whatever that thing was, and then they sold it for like twice as much, Yeah,
or the
I'm like they didn't even upgrade the buttons. Like why? Like they didn't even upgrade the buttons. Like, come on, like not even Sanwa buttons or something. Like, what the hell?
Who are they marketing this to? Who? No, nobody bought the Supreme cabinet. Nobody cared about it. Half the people, heck, I didn't even know what Supreme was until, people explained it. Nobody cares.
I mean, the people who care are the people who are like, maybe avid 1-Up collectors or avid brand collectors, like people who collect that brand stuff. Like those are probably the people who care. Everybody else is like.
So wait. So you're saying this is going to be worth something down an arcade 1-Up, a replica 3/4 scale made of, I don't even want to call it plywood, but fiberboard, whatever it is. You're telling me collectors are going to want this one day. Is that accurate?
Well,
Did I say that?
Go ahead.
Those words
Go
come
ahead,
out of my
Bill.
mouth?
no.
I know.
So here's my take on this. Okay, first off, in terms of collectability, only insofar as they only made like 225 of them. So there's that. Now, in terms of the whole Kit thing, Kit is a New York-based streetwear brand,
Yeah.
and Kit was actually doing a whole Marvel X-Men collaboration. This wasn't just about Arcade One Up. This was a whole partnership with Marvel where they're doing clothes and shoes and everything centered around the X-Men's 60th anniversary. So either they reached out to Arcade One Up or vice versa to take one of these cabs and reskin it as part of this 60th anniversary celebration. That's why they're doing this collaboration. Now, the part that gets me with this is I don't understand why, other than the branding on it, a $600 cab has to be $900. That's the part that I don't know. I don't know who's excited about Kit
Because
enough
because of the branding.
to buy a $900 cab that you can get the same exact cab with a different skin on it for $600. As a matter of fact, Arcade One Up even came out. Arcade One Up even came out and said, "Hey, look, we have more Marvel vs. Capcom 2s available."
Yeah, but that's
the regular ones. So
that's exactly what I'm talking about, though. It's literally a brand thing. It's like for people who collect that brand, or like hardcores that are like, oh my god, I have to have this $900 cardboard remake of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Oh god.
Okay, but the thing that I'm trying to say, and Moat, feel free to jump in here at any time.
Without Sonwell buttons.
But my thing is, any of us that do anything can go get anybody to make a graphic to make it look identical to this. Not that we would. There's no why are you going to pay $900 just for a name? Like,
you're not. You're
$600 is overpriced.
Paying for a PCB.
Even that's not worth it. We've already established all this. Nobody wants to pay $600 for these cabinets.
Will you let Mike speak?
Go ahead, Mike.
So you have to. So the thing with like Supreme or the Clot or the Chinatown and now the Kit thing, like this, yeah, it's not for us unless you're a hype beast. These are pretty much hype beast cabinets, hype beast products. Remember, Supreme can sell a brick for $400.
Not to me, they can't.
No, but they. But what I'm saying is that they do, And so people buy these products. Wherever else, listen? I'm a sneakerhead, dude. I buy shoes. I got 450 pairs of Jordans in my closet, whatever else, right? It's all about what you enjoy. Our shoes cost that much? Nope. But that's the culture, And it's like literally like these cabinets, they're hype beast stuff, So yes, somebody could probably take the template and print off the picture, but you don't have the certificate of authenticity of this being one out of 225 or out of 1,000, however many they make. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's gonna be rare. So to you and I, it's just kind of like, well, yeah, it's just a reskin cabinet. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. What I try to say,
but that's the point. It's a brand thing. It's a branding thing. It's a quote unquote collector's thing. It has nothing to do with like the generalized Arcade One Up audience.
Right. And it's the same thing, kind of like when Steve Aoki, they did the Dim Mak countercade thing or whatever, like the Street Fighter 2 one. Like I think there was like only 30 of those. So I personally don't have a problem with like, I mean, I'll have a problem with them being like, oh well, there's only this is limited edition. You get these. That's completely fine. It's brand awareness. It's collaborations. It shows that
it's false advertising. Yeah.
On which.
So let me address the elephant in the room. Arcade One Up, John D. I know you watch the show, and you better listen, and you better listen good.
Ooh.
A year ago, you had this hype for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Told everybody that it was going to be online so people could play, and then you found out that the board is not powerful enough. But you left that out to everybody. You said, no, go. There's only going to be a certain amount of these made. Go buy it. And you lied to everybody. Then you told them, oh, we're working on online. We're working on it. A year later, you're hoping everybody forgets about it. Guess what? It's not online. And guess what? They're selling another one.
I don't think that
why is it not online?
I think it was so actually negligent that I honestly don't think that they figured out that it could not run games online without rollback netcode. until they were trying to get it to run online after everybody bought it.
Come on,
I mean, I think
it's.
I think it was that level of negligence.
You and B even proved there's certain things that you can't do with this board, even as it is. There's certain things that are sluggish with it.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is that I don't think they even figured that out because
they're saying that the coding is bad.
Okay. As this is my personal nightmare that I've been living since August 5th.
Hey, listen, you only reported on what was told to you and what was promised,
which is fine. Which is fine, but I'm the poster boy for this nonsense. So,
well, I wasn't blaming you. I'm blaming. No, I'm going to the head, man.
So what I'm saying is this: it's the coding. The coding on is bad. It's not optimized because they try to do something that you can't even do in Flycast on freaking Fightcade.
The only reason let me clarify. The only reason I said the board was bad because Justin Wong said it wasn't powerful enough. Justin Wong on a live stream himself said it wasn't powerful enough. So that's why I'm saying that.
No, absolutely. The board is definitely not strong enough to be able to do everything that it needs to do. You know what I mean? I completely agree with that. But it's only Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Everything else works perfectly fine.
But that's the flagship. That's what Jade, all these guys wanted to do.
Right. And so I agree with you. So, you know what I'm saying? MVC2 withstanding, like everything else works. Everything else works flawlessly. And so this collaboration that they were supposed to be doing with KISS is supposed to be best off of Coda, X-Men Coda, because of X-Men 97 that's coming up. I know. I got a big old dumb Magneto helmet sitting on top of the cabinet. Okay? You know what I'm saying?
Yep, 100%.
It's we knew it.
They're using the same underpowered boards, right?
Agreed.
In the kit.
Okay, right. And if they use the same, they have to use the same board because this is the issue. If you put a new board in the product and you let it so that other people play online, you create a disparity, right?
Yes.
And then once you do that, you split the base of people that can pay, and then people like me who got it day one, then we get all pissed off, like, well, why can't we get the new boards? And that becomes a whole other issue. It's not like they took the cabinet and they turned it into a deluxe version
eventually,
or an XL version.
Let's be realistic, though. Eventually, they're going to get to a point where there is going to be some upgraded version of it that's going to come out. I mean, it's done.
Probably.
It's done fairly well from a market point of view.
And I still stand by
it. There's no way you can tell me that they're going to release a deluxe or an XL and
it's coming.
Like, we're still going to
No, it's coming. A deluxe is coming. It is 100% coming.
At the end of the day, it still comes down to the code from Marvel vs. Capcom.
Absolutely.
And that's what Mystery Encoder said.
The code is screwed as well. There's no debating that. But the hardware is also underpowered. And so
wait. Mystery Encoder says, let me clarify. The board is not powerful enough for the current code, but that doesn't mean better code wouldn't fix the board.
Yeah,
and then he goes on to say this board is not under the same powered board. It's the most powerful one that they've used yet at Shelion Gaming. And at the time, it was hang on a second, the most powerful board that they could get without the x86
well,
chip.
That's actually not true. That's actually not true.
I mean, from what I heard from their explanation was it was the most powerful board.
Hold on, let me clarify.
Oh, what you're saying?
What I'm saying is not true, is that was not the most powerful board they could have gotten at the time. They could have gotten a more powerful board. It just would have been more expensive.
Which would have been passed off to the consumers and people would still bellyache. But my point is, they have not addressed this. For all we know, these one-up shows that they started, which were train wrecks, are no longer. As far as I know, Travis isn't doing anything anymore. Haven't heard a peep out of him about one-up. So I'm assuming, I'll take ownership of that. I am assuming he's just like, I can't be bothered with this. I'm tired of being roasted, and I don't blame the guy. I really don't. I'm tired of taking crap for this. So,
what are you taking crap for?
No, not me. I'm saying Travis. He hasn't done one of those live shows in a while, and he's probably done. And I can't say that I blame him because of all the crap he took. So you got to ask yourself, will this ever get addressed? I don't think so. I think they had the perfect opportunity to address it, especially with this launch, and they let it go.
But how do you address something if it's either not ready to go, or B, you kind of have stuff in place?
They originally told us, if I'm not mistaken, if I recall correctly, that they would give us monthly updates on the progress of this with betas that you could get into, and nobody's heard anything.
Yeah, It's been since what?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Yeah, that's again. That's
Well,
that's on them,
I
but-
think
But if
that's
we're talking
been.
specific,
Yeah, Console
ahead, Mike,
Fanboy
sorry.
has this real quick. $4.99. He says, "Sorry, I've been out of the loop. So Marvel vs. Capcom 2 online is still not working. That is correct.
no, it works.
No.
Well,
it's-
not online.
Yes, it does.
It-
I've done live
it-
streams on my
no, it-
channel of us playing MVC2 online. I've ran tournaments. Like, it works. The problem is you're still in the desert right now, dude, and there still needs to be a little bit more optimization.
yeah,
It
right.
works.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what you're saying is you're using the Kongs R Us term. It's playable, right? It's playable. Is that fair?
Poor Mike. Mike, I feel bad for you, man.
It's okay, Mike.
I-
All right, Mike. In percentage
All right,
wise,
you know,
how
we-
playable is it?
It functions. It's playable.
It's okay. All right.
I've said that.
Look,
It's
okay,
I'm
look,
not blaming
and
you.
they're
look,
working on it from
look,
what I've
here's-
been told
here's-
from Ninja. I don't know.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I mean, my mindset is it's at some point it's going to get fixed. Great, fine, whatever.
When it's
but-
outdated.
but I think it's kind of like odd to me that you would do, you know, a release like the Kith release, and then you're still using the same underpowered board when you have better hardware. Like, you know, the hardware aspect of it is like, okay, well, you know, there's other people that are going to be in a deficit because they don't have the new hardware. Well, it's like their problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, from a business perspective, and don't act like Arcade 1-Up cares about whether or not people are getting burned from a
Oh, we
business
know they don't.
perspective.
No, they
So
don't care.
that's why I'm saying, to me, it doesn't make sense logically to produce another system that has the same exact underpowered board in it,
Right.
when you could have just put a better upgraded, even by one step, board in it, and technically at least began the path to fixing this problem and optimizing the coding for a better performing board that can actually use rollback netcode correctly.
Well, I don't want to spend the whole show talking about this, but I just kind of thought it was. I thought it was just kind of, they had a perfect opportunity to give an update to it as well with this partnership, because it's like, okay, you can't expect people to pay $600 for a broken machine. I know it's playable, whatever. But now you're saying $900, and I think the bigger shock, right? The bigger shock was there's been all these rumors going around that the next XL was going to be every cabinet but what they apparently leaked at Costco, and that was Pac-Man, which I don't think that was bad.
Wait, what is Mystery Encoder? Hold on, pull up this comment.
Which comment? I was trying to move on here.
It says, "I'm sorry, I don't want to cause drama, but your statements about hardware are ignorant. x86 isn't readily available for stable hardware as an SP." Yeah, I wasn't talking about x86.
Oh, I brought up x86 because I thought it was in his comment, so I might have misread somebody else's comment into his comment.
No, he was saying that the board they used was the best they could get at that time without going to
without going x86. That's what I thought I
Yeah.
read. Yeah, I didn't, because I didn't say anything about x86, so I didn't know. While he's following that up, Console Fanboy, another super chat here. Again, you don't have to do the super chats. We're cool with that, but I'll read it. I'm so sorry it works. All level work, or is it just one level that works? I'm confused by your definition of works. Please and thank you.
Offline, all the levels work. Online, currently, it's only the desert. But from what I understand and what I've heard, that they're working on a new patch. Blah blah blah. Same thing I've been hearing the last 6 months. So
Right.
yeah. At this point, dude, we've all moved on to Fightcade. Like, realistically speaking. So
Well, yeah, because you're doing
So,
it. I
like,
mean, that's what your channel's about,
Right,
man.
right,
Like
right.
that,
So-
you
so,
have
like,
to.
I mean-
You got to go with what
I mean,
works.
well, we were playing it before then too, but yeah, like we don't even worry about MVC2. Like, it's just, as a fan, dude, I'm glad they put something out. You know what I mean? To me, that's where it's at. Am I going to get mad about something that's $8.99? Was I going to buy it? No. Should the hype beast that wanted to buy it? Yeah, of course, dude. Let them get their thing. And the side panels are sick. Cyclops and Logan on one side, freaking Beast on the other. It should have been Magneto, but hey, whatever. Dude, like, I don't make the cabinets.
Look,
like,
I
bag.
was psyched that they went with the actual, like, the Jim Lee.
Yeah,
artwork.
that's
was
the part
really
that's
cool
the part
looking
that's good for me.
to
Like,
me.
and if it would have had like an etched signature of his on like the panels or something, dude, that's
Oh,
dope.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
100%.
awesome. Like, Yeah, like that's not even a question. But is it still something not to buy? No.
So
you need a sugar mama need to pay for that.
So let me ask you guys something
Look,
then.
But see, here's the thing again with these. Arcade went up doesn't care who buys this because you know who bought it? Kip.
Yeah.
They bought 225
Right.
of these to sell.
For now.
Arcade went up, got their money. You know what?
Right, they got the bag.
Good for them.
Exactly.
I hope they use it to go for something the community really wants. I'm not holding my breath, but I hope they do.
But see, the thing
That's
is,
the bottom line here.
But the thing is, it's just like this. Like, you have these brand collaborations, and all it's doing is padding their portfolio.
Sure.
So again, this isn't for us. This is for all the collaborations and all these other brands.
Yeah.
So when they go to present, like, oh well, here, hey, what was a popular time that people get talking about WrestleFest, right? So let's say they go to WWE and like, hey, we know we're doing WrestleFest, but if they are, I don't freaking know. But they'll be like, yo, listen, we'd like to have a limited edition cabinet of this game with XYZ on it. We've done this with Kith. We've done it with Chinatown Market. We've done it with Steve Aoki. Like it pads the portfolio. And it's like
it's
we've
just a
sold
piece
out
of
of all
poop.
these things.
It's a piece of poop
You know?
wrapped in a gold ribbon. That's all.
Messiah says for $1.99 super chat. I just didn't want console fanboy to be the last super chat. Thanks, Messiah.
I get it. I just like. I think people should be more upset about the thing that I said that I was, you know, what I'm saying where it was like, yo, in August, like this is going to be the only run, and then you see more and more stock coming up. That's what people should be pissed off about.
Well, no,
not the fact that like, yo, they're doing.
I said that. I said that from
I know
day
you did, but
one.
I'm saying it as a general statement. It's just like that's the stuff you should be mad about.
'Cause
not like.
Not to throw
like
Jade
doing
under the bus,
collaboration.
but she kept saying, no, there's not going to be any more of this. We're sure of it. And I'm not trying to throw you under the bus, but they had everybody snowed with that.
Okay, and that may be true, but I don't think that that they produced more. I think that they had more stock that they were able to let go of, and that's
my point is they created FOMO even for this. You know, like, hey, you missed out the first time. Now you can get this Kith version of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe, but what I'm saying is I think it's all from the numbers that they had when they, you know, had all their shipments come in or whatever.
I would agree with that. I agree they held some back.
The projected number. So, yeah. I mean, the only place you can get it right now is Walmart, right?
Yeah,
well,
that's the only place, yeah.
So right now, and
okay, so whatever's left is just going through Walmart. Like they don't even sell it on their website.
Right. And I thought Best Buy had some too. I could be wrong. They don't have any more.
No.
Okay.
No.
So,
also, Emmy dude, I'm not mad that Justin Wong stood behind it because that's a project that he was personally invested in, that he was personally working on, and he probably, just like the rest of us, only knew the allotted number that he was told.
Right. Well,
at any moment could
this again. I addressed the guy at the top, and that was John D. And he needs to be held accountable for it. That's it. Ezekiel says, "I'm more excited." He goes, "I'm more excited about the XL cabs," and honestly, like I think there's a lot of people that have been selling their 3/4 scale for the XL size, that don't want the 300-pound cabinets in their house. Moat that found out it was 175 pounds and trying to get that sucker in there. I think that's something that people are going to want, you know. And they hit their good price, $5.99. So now people can gripe because the XL now is $5.99 for Pac-Man, and you can get the Deluxe for $5.99. So which one are you going to buy?
Wait, what?
Yeah, the XL Pac-Man.
No, the Deluxe. No, well, technically the Deluxes are, I think, $4.99, so it's $100 more. But it's still less than the
more.
But to your point, it's still less than the other XLs.
Yeah, and I don't understand that. I don't know if it was just a regional thing, or there's something.
But then again, it also was Costco, so we haven't seen a.
That's a good point.
Price on it.
I don't know, man. All right, I guess
so
this is my.
So what's the way? What there's a Pac-Man whatever now?
There was a leak of a Pac-Man XL from a Costco, like somewhere out in the.
It was all over Reddit today.
Oh, how much was it?
$5.99.
$5.99.
That's what I said. That's a great price for an XL.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's a great price for an XL. I won't pay $1,000. Jade, how much did you pay for your Killer Instinct? $1,000? Was it $9.99?
Yeah, Killer Instinct was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was $1,000.
$1,000.
Wait, does it have light up buttons? Biggie D said in chat has light up buttons.
Oh, I hope not.
Supposedly, yes.
Oh, I'd pull those suckers out right away.
So the XL is $5.99, but the deluxes are selling for $4.99.
Oh.
But most of the deluxes are $4.99, except the NBA
Okay.
Jam cabinet that was $5.99. Then they got pushed up to $6.99.
I know,
And then
that's
if
what
you
I'm
order
saying.
$50
Wait,
off,
I
and then
have to ask
what's going on
Mystery
with the
Encoder
pricing?
something.
What's
I
going
have to
on?
ask Mystery Encoder something. So because he was saying that the 3399 was the highest performing chip that was available at the time that they were working on MVC2, right?
I don't
I'm just
know. I will have to wait for him
I'm
to
trying to
respond.
am I understanding that correctly? Because I impression that that there, what was it? What was after that? Like the 35, was it 3588?
The rock chip.
Oh yeah, the rock chip. Isn't that
Yeah.
what that's because that's what they put in the legends, right? The rock chip.
Mhm.
See, I don't
Yeah,
get too heavy into the boards and stuff like that. I just when I get a mod kit, I just put it together.
Most readily available one for people to obtain in mass quantity that didn't have contracts with people like Qualcomm for the Snapdragon, whereas the 3588 did.
He just came in at the RK3399 was the most readily available one for people to obtain in mass quantity. That didn't have
Right,
contracts with
mass
people like
in
Qualcomm.
mass quantity. But technically it would have been a little bit more expensive and you would have had to wait a little bit longer, but they could have used that hardware.
Everything was spec for rest. Either way, okay, the expense was probably there for whatever. We were coming off of COVID. That's what they're going to use as the excuse. I've already heard it from them. We heard it with the wood that they use. I use that term loosely, so don't shoot me. Their words, not mine. Wood that they use, the price went up. I don't know, man. I just feel like they're throwing, and maybe I'm wrong, but this is how I feel. Not necessarily the panel. I feel like they're like another company that we know, throwing things at the wall and expecting them to stick. There's not one clear business plan that we can see. We obviously know we're not the target audience. We were used to build this company to generate hype.
I think they should have gone with a different developer for that. I mean, that was supposed to be like an important project, and they should have gone with a different developer. I mean, that's the main thing. Like we know what we're getting as far as like the quality of the cabinets and stuff like that. And sure, it's improved over time, but I mean, when you're talking about something of that scale, like to me, it's still just an epic fail. And the fact that those are going into the Kith editions and then they're costing $900 to me is also like an epic fail. I mean, like, great, they've got their contract with Kith, and there's probably some collectors that are going to buy that crap and never play it. But it's just like, I mean, it seems like a waste.
Agreed.
It just seems like a waste. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want the whole show to be this, but it was just something to bring up because I personally didn't understand it. You have people screaming and making petitions in the community trying to get certain cabinets made, but it's clear. It was very evident that doesn't matter because they want to target other people. They want to target these special brands. They want to make collector items. And you know what? Look, if it makes business sense for them, so be it. But I definitely think the I don't want to call it FOMO, but I think the days of people buying tons of these machines are over. Like, I have them in my room. We have tons of fun with them. I've been debating. I talked to Jade about it, just getting rid of them and just playing consoles, just because I'm tired of the stigma around them. I'm tired of people being upset that I own certain cabinets. Like, really? I've spent my money on these cabinets. I paid for these cabinets, but you're going to get mad at me because I bought them from the company. Oh, and by the way, I got rid of my iArcade and NBA Jam finally. That came through. So I just wanted to throw that in there because if somebody's going to get mad, I want to make sure that they get mad at everything.
Dude,
so
do you know how, do you listen? Do you know that people watch my background deal and I got questioned about moving a cabinet? And I'm like, and they're like, yo, did you get Yellow Flame? I'm like, no, I'm moving stuff around. I'm like, Yoga Flame's not gone. Like, it's in my living room. The iArcade's gone, but not Yoga Flame. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. And I think it's unfair to say it's the home arcade community because I don't think it's home arcade. It's the 3/4 scale part of the home arcade community. Because legitimately, like, I've had people reach out to me from the home arcade community, dude, and they've been nice, dude. They've been helpful. I've gotten DMs, whatever else, like, yo, help with this, and this. It's the 3/4 side of it.
Yeah.
That the whale has been poisoned. So I think we should clarify that, because when you say home arcade, it's a broad thing.
Okay,
It's kind of like
the way I
very
see home arcade is the 3/4 scale. So I'll clarify that.
Yeah.
The coin ops, and I don't mean coin ops the application that you put on. I consider that, maybe that's just because I talk to Jade so much and that's how she defines it, is the coin ops community. I don't see that toxicity that's there. And I think if people got back to, look, Jade owns both, Moat owns both. It's okay to own this stuff. I'm not going to make apologies for buying Arcade 1-Up. If New Wave Toys announced tomorrow that they're going to have 3/4 scale, which I have in good intelligence that they will be announcing that they're going to do 3/4 scale. That's another subject. Too little, too late, maybe. If they have a game that I want, I'm going to buy it. That's the bottom line. So I don't know. Just like I do with the console, right?
But you know what you're getting if you buy a New Wave, because you know the standard that they've set for themselves. So you know
Right.
it's at a high standard. So you know that they're gonna, if it's in a larger form, they're gonna do the same thing. So I don't think that's really that much of a gamble. It's more of a, if they announce that, people will probably be like, God, finally. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I mean, that's what it is.
No, so I think that's going to be interesting to come up here. Let's kind of move on from Arcade 1-Up here, because before we get some...
Yeah, thanks a lot, Steven.
I had to get Jade all fired up here, and I was going to play the bumper for this, but I'm not going to. The AtGames news, the only little bit of news is that they're changing the LPO program. Instead of offering you a specific pinball title or pack at once a quarter, you are now going to get a gift card that you're going to be able to buy whatever pack, if you're in the LPO program, whatever pack that you want, but you're not able to stack it or save it. Once that quarter's over, you end up losing it if you haven't used it. So, good on them. They're giving people options, choices. Something else that happened right before the show, and honestly, Bill, it just hit, and I was kind of disappointed by this. I saw it pop up. Ubisoft has canceled its Immortals Fenyx Rising sequel. I was kind of bummed about that, because I liked that game. I thought it was really good.
That was a fun game. I did not pay full price for it, though. Full disclosure.
But still,
I think I got it when it was on super sale. But I mean, it was worth it. It's a cool game.
Yeah. I have it through the PlayStation Plus. I have not jumped into it yet, but it's definitely on my list.
Well, how do you guys feel about that? Do you think it deserves a sequel, or it's like, it's one of those iffy games?
I don't think it did nearly as well as they thought it was going to be. They were hyping this like it was going to be their version of Breath of the Wild, and I just don't think it did as well as they thought it was going to.
Yeah, I don't think that there would be anything like substantial enough to make it any better in a sequel. You know, I mean, like, based on playing the first one, it was cool and it was fun, but there was nothing like so amazing about it that it just popped out at you and you know, made me want to have a sequel.
But besides, why should they make a sequel to this when they can make 20 more Assassin's Creeds?
Right, exactly.
Mo, what do you think?
I'm trying to remember what year Phoenix Rising came out, because it was cannibalized by something. I'm just trying to remember what year it came out, what year it launched. It's not a bad game.
Wasn't it like three or 4 years ago?
I was going to say 3 years ago, maybe 2020?
2020.
Yeah,
it got eaten by something, and I think that's part of the reason why, you know, it didn't do as well as it probably should have. It's a good game.
Was it like Cyberpunk time frame?
Sounds about right. Might have been.
I
think it's
just
Cyberpunk.
I just wanted to say Cyberpunk.
Well, the only difference is
genuinely, I think that's right. I think it's Cyberpunk released in around the time frame the game came out. And I want to say this came out in 2021, not 2020.
But the only difference is this actually worked, and
you're
Cyberpunk
close.
didn't.
It was December 2020. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so like in that time frame, yeah,
Christmas
so that game
time
was
2020.
Yeah, and so that game was already eaten by that point in time. All the parents or whatever spent their money on little Jimmy and Timmy. You already had your Christmas game lineup, dude. Like like there was no life for that game. Unfortunately, it was just a bad release schedule. And I think it came out released because wasn't Assassin's Creed what's the one in Egypt released that year? guys, like Origins.
Oh, Odyssey,
Origins.
Origins.
Yeah,
It was
that
one of those.
whatever.
It was one of those
And
two.
I think, yeah, so I think that also cannibalized the game. Like Ubisoft ate their own game, for the lack of a better term. So
Yeah.
you know,
But I know you were kidding, Jade, but you're actually right, because Cyberpunk did also come out that year, December.
right,
So they were right around the same time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
because it got pushed. It got pushed back. It was supposed to come out in like September or something.
Mm.
Yeah, so it got cannibalized. Like literally, it got put out in the market where nobody was really like, okay, if you're gonna buy one game, you're gonna buy X, Y, Z, or you're gonna buy ABC. And so that's kind of the unfortunate thing. Again, if you can find it on discount and get it really cheap, yeah, go for it. But yeah, it doesn't need a sequel. Like Rabbids will get a new sequel before that gets a sequel. I'm just
I
saying.
hate rabbits.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of Mario Rabbids. MG says Phoenix Rising was like $10 after week 1, so they weren't ever making a sequel. Actually, they were working on it, and they canned it.
Are they gonna make a sequel to the iArcade?
Like, wow, that's what
That's
it
it.
is. Okay,
Hashtag
cool.
too
And
soon.
just
Too
and
soon.
then just to be fair about that, like we can't say $10 games because games get put on $10 clearance. For instance, anybody who's been on my channel long enough knows that I gave away like 12 copies of Super Mario All Stars, and I did that because my Walmart clearanced them out for $10 a shot,
Wow.
and that's a Nintendo IP. So
now everybody's sending them in and getting them graded, Moat, and now they're worth like $300-$400. Way to go!
Exactly.
Thanks, Moat.
You know what?
Hey, no, thank Walmart.
Okay, hold on, wait. Oh yeah, so it says that they're gonna make a sequel called the iArcade Bankrupt Edition.
Oh,
Y'all gonna be real salty when that company come back.
oh,
Real salty.
yeah, because they've already been purchased. Oh, nobody's talking about that. Maybe I shouldn't talk about that. That they've already been bought by another developer. Maybe we shouldn't talk about that.
This was like what, a month ago or something like that. Look, it's not my place to talk about it.
You pay $600 and you get a picture sent to you via snail mail.
I believe Messiah Gaming talked about it on his channel. Don't quote me on that.
But I'm sure he did, because that's where I mean, look, if you want to find out the truth about iArcade stuff, you're going to go to Messiah Gaming's channel. But listen, at the end of the day, okay,
that's right, Damien. That's right.
Just remember, even if they do get bought, they're going to have a whole new ecosystem, a whole new OS, and a whole new licenses. So that means you're going to have to make a choice. The games that you bought from Jong and crew may not come on to the new system, and you're going to have to decide whether you want to lose those or just keep your old stuff and leave it stock or hack it or whatever you're going to do. So those of you that are saying, hey, yeah, we want them to get bought, just remember, unless they get the licenses for the IP.
Yo, Emmy, listen, Emmy, I know you're out the loop, but yeah, it's already done, my boy.
It's done. It's a done deal. Just give it some time.
It's not news though. That's not news. That is not news at all. The iArcade thing.
Well, it's not news, but it is news because nobody's talked about it except for Messiah.
Exactly.
Messiah is the only one that has said anything about it, and either they don't believe him or what. But it's
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand why nobody else has been like really talking about it. Like really,
because they don't believe it.
Digging into it, like because what is there not to believe? A bunch of people got lied to, like everybody got lied to over and over and over and over again. How come that's not news? I'm curious.
Because it's kind of like it's the video I put out like 3 months before MVC2 got out, and I got blackballed in a Discord for something I didn't do right. It's not official until it's official. So I can sit and say there's X, Y, Z, and it's not a thing. But then somebody else reports, I'm like, oh, it's official. So what I'm saying is the same thing with Messiah Gaming. He can report a bunch of stuff, and nobody will believe him until somebody else says it, and then all of a sudden it's law. That's what I'm saying.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like I went and I said from like 6 months ago, you can go back and watch it. I said by July, iArcade will be dead. Nobody believed me. Messiah had all this stuff out there publicly. He said this. Nobody believed him. Then a couple other people in the home arcade, 3/4 scale, did a video like, hey guys, you really should go download these games because if you don't, it's possible that iArcade, and then it's like everybody's light bulb went on. They're like, oh my gosh, iArcade might be done for. And then I got ridiculed for 6 months.
Can we just be smart for a half a second?
No, not at all.
Okay, no. Here's the real
I heard they're getting Virtua Fighter.
No, here's the real talk of it. If a company is going out of business, why in my Dear John farewell address am I showing something that could have been potentially possible on the thing? Why not just drop for the community as a last farewell? You know what I mean? Why are the servers still up and they had ability to access your cabinet right afterwards? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like
That's right, because they're transferring ownership.
Let's move on, because this is yeah.
But here's the thing: at the end of the day,
it'll all come out officially.
It's all going to come out
eventually, and then we can talk.
Either
about
way, I don't care, because I
And
got rid of mine, so they can do whatever they want.
when they do, can we just y'all just come back and circle this and say like, yo, y'all were right. That's all I want. I want nothing else. Just say y'all were right.
You're not going to get it. You're not going to get that. Sorry.
I pre-ordered Glenn's control deck, and I plan on looking into the Viper SBC.
But for you, it was worth it, because it was
I'll
worth it though, because you got the new iArcade Gold. So you put a lot of money into that. Okay, so obviously you want to keep it alive. But for most people, there's just no point.
Yeah,
I'm just being real, man. Like, I just, and maybe I'll eat my words down the road. I just feel like there's so many other options out there, and I know you don't have quite as many options as some people.
All I was saying is I just don't the main thing to me is, like, I don't understand why it's not news, why it's not being talked about, when you have other people in the 3/4 scale community that are like talking constantly,
because it was a small community of iArcade people, very very small.
So that might be the other part. What Mystery Carter said, once that IP address is gone, it can't talk to those current PCBs that are inside of these cabinets, and that's a big thing that people I don't think are really paying attention to.
Yeah,
because once then it requires them to either get a new board or get a new machine.
So let's mention this, because this is what people don't understand, and Mystery Coder's right. Tell people that once the IP address is gone, that even someone who buys the company can't use the existing boards or push software updates. That's what I'm saying to you guys. Once you update, let's say Mystery Encoder buys iArcade. He's not, but let's just say he does. Mystery Encoder builds the best UI for this thing. He gets licenses for other games, other companies, other IPs. He can't put those games back onto his OS because it's licensed under Jong's OS and licensed to Jong.
Right.
So you either have to make a choice. You're going to upload and update your system to Mystery Encoder's new UI, because he's the new owner, and get the games that he fashions in his store, or you're going to stay solid right on what you have for the rest, or do what Biggie did and said he's gonna hack his, and that's fine. You're allowed to do it. It's your stuff. That's what you have to remember. And even the stuff that they claim you'll have forever, like Mystery Encoder says, once they change the IP, you wipe your system, you lost it. It's gone.
Right.
Done. That's how it works, man. So you don't have. There's no way to back it up, which I think is it kind of sucks. Like, it'd be nice if you could back it up to like a Google Drive or Dropbox, like for your own posterity, right? So like you could, redo it. But it is what it is. And I told the people that bought mine, I was like, just so you know, they went out of business. There's possibility of new ownership, and these are the only games that you're gonna have. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. So I was like, okay. Mystery Encoder, he goes on to say USB comes an option only. Wait, hang on. Which at the moment for stuff, they can only talk to USB. But I thought Jong had it on the first version of iArcade. The USB was locked. Is it?
Well, isn't that what they did in the last update though? Isn't that what it was? It was supposed to be unlocked so that the Lin might go through. I
don't know. Jong got his licenses through Korea almost like a backdoor.
So,
I emailed some of those big developers during the Double Dragon.
So yeah, Immortals Fenyx Rising, sequels getting canceled. And,
way to go, Jade.
Yeah, it sucks. Hey man, look, I'm not look. I'm just keeping it being with y'all, man. I don't want to be part of nobody's hate videos and I get enough of that crap.
No, that's not why I'm saying this. That's not.
No. I get it. But what I'm saying is just like we're feeding trolls at this moment.
No, at this moment, I want. I'm trying to help people understand. For those that are fans of iArcade, and I'll put it on me so nobody else takes the heat for this. I'm trying to let you guys know that this is the options that are going to become available to you. If you love your iArcade and you love the way it is like that, your best option is probably a hack or something. Because if it gets bought, chances are, and the chances are good, that those IPs, you're not going to get them on the new operating system. that's all I'm stating to that. Let's talk about the trailer that was released at Comic-Con this year with the new Spidey-Man. What'd you guys think? Did you see it? Did you watch it? Were you marveling in it? See what I did there?
Oh boy.
Does this work if I hit
it? Did you guys, are any of you guys going to pre-order this Friday the shells and the controllers?
Wait, it's just the shell? I thought it was like
No,
the
no,
whole
it's not.
system.
You can get the
No,
console, but you can also buy the shells separately if you already own a console.
I'm gonna tweak my eyes for a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, my name is Michael of All Trades, and I am once again asking for your financial support. There is a console, a controller, and plates that is required for me to provide you with great content, and you guys can live vicariously through me. This Friday, July 28th, on my sister's birthday, happy 36th birthday, you, along with everybody else, including myself and Garage Gamer, can enter the rat race to try to pre-order these products and get locked out for the next hour. Except this time, you can order them outside of more than just PlayStation Direct. You too can have the duality of Peter Parker and Venom fighting to stay as one individual, not knowing the plot line, but they kind of gave it away in the latest trailer. And experience the turmoil that goes along with that. And if you, ladies and gentlemen, support your boy, Mike of All Trades, he will have the ultimate Spider-Man PS5 unboxing of the collector's edition plates, controller, and a console. Support me like I support you.
Let's just pause. Let's pause. Let's pause. And
you forgot to give me the
rewind.
QR code.
Now what's going to happen is
views and
my-
expressions
here's
provided
Mike
by
3 minutes ago.
Mike of All Trades does not
Mike 3
necessarily
minutes ago. I don't want to have any troll videos about me this week. I'm done
please,
talking
listen.
about this. You know what's going to happen all week now, Mike? I'm going to have to listen to Mike of All Trades is an e-bagger.
Listen, if people can't tell that that's a joke, I don't know what to tell y'all. All right, you know what I mean?
Do you know where we are? Do you know where we are?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, yeah.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Look, hold on, because it's funny to me, right?
I thought it was funny. That's why I put you full
It's
screen with
funny
the
to me,
with the
right?
trailer,
Look,
man. Yeah.
All I'm saying is this: look, I pay for my own. Y'all can stand down, all right? You know what I'm saying? but what I'm saying is, like, look, the stuff comes out Friday. Try to have a little bit of humor, a little fun in your life, bro. Like, I'm gonna e-bag these nuts. So yeah, Spider-Man. Let's celebrate that.
Listen. I have to buy it twice because my kid wants the shells and he wants the controller, and I want the shells and the controller. So, and it's my kid's birthday on the 2nd. So, so I have to buy it twice. So here's the thing.
I definitely want that
I gotta
controller
buy
for sure.
I gotta buy the
controller
console twice.
You're buying the console twice, dude. Wow.
I got kids. I got a kid who wants it.
Oh, is that a Christmas gift?
I'm not a liability to answer that question.
Okay. No, well, that's cool. Well, hopefully it's not like the debacle of trying to get a PS5 like from day one, right? Like, people that want it can get it, right?
If you can go into GameStop or order off of Amazon, I think it'll be fine. Now that they're doing it, other retailers outside of PlayStation Direct, because I think they learned that, hey, everybody trying to order this gosh darn statue, made it very aware that no, they need to do this to replace this.
That's I'm probably going to do Amazon only because of the debacle.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think it looks pretty cool. Bill, you said you were going to get the controller. Are you going to get the sides too, or?
I don't know if I'll get the sides, but the controller for sure.
Let me see if I can play this while we're talking about this here.
And and as far as the trailer goes, the game looks.
Oh, it's amazing. There's no doubt.
Awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah, no
but
doubt.
I think they've pretty much spoiled at this point. I think we know who Venom is.
But I don't think there was ever a question though.
No.
Especially if you played the end of 1 in the DLC. I don't ever think that was a question, and people are shocked by that. I'm like,
yeah,
no, that seems right. So unless they're going to swerve it somehow, I mean, which there is a twist. There is a twist, but I don't want to say it out loud because
no spoilers.
I'm going to say this. It looks like it's going to be Harry, but I don't.
But you don't think it is?
No, I don't think it's Harry. I don't think it's.
I think
don't
they
wanna,
did.
But I don't want to say who it is.
I think they did such a good job even on the shell and the controller from the original. Like I've seen people do from Spider-Man 1. They made their own mocks that they sold.
Mm-hmm.
These just look sick.
Yeah, they
look
really nice.
I mean, if we want to spend 60 seconds on Speculation Station, we can do that real fast.
Yeah, let's speculate.
Go for it.
Well, okay. All right. So for those who haven't beaten Spider-Man 1, I'm going to need you to mute the stream for the next 60 seconds, right? So I believe, because the trailer again, you watch the trailer, and I don't know if we're watching the trailer, but it looks like Harry's going to be Venom, right?
No, I pulled the trailer off for no spoilers.
I believe that it's actually going to be the Norman Osborn version of Venom from the comics. And I think that Harry's going to end up being a goblin. Like, legit. I think that's what happens. That's my own little speculation. And yeah, that's my speculation.
No, I think that's a good guess too. Based on the first game, I think that's a good guess too.
Yeah. So, real quick, Mystery Encoder was asking. I put it in the link in the chat. He asked if he could post a link. Anybody could post a link in there as long as it's not malicious. Just put quotes around it because sometimes YouTube will block it for some stupid reason. So if you put quotes around your link, technically, I guess it makes it non-clickable. So you guys just copy it and paste it in your browsers. But again, it's just for safety. But I don't care. You can post links in there as long as it's not malicious. MG's the only one that worries me with links. I'm just gonna be honest. Oh darn, MG is here. Oh, okay. Yeah, MG's in the house.
What is the name of the board, Mystery Encoder?
He'll put it.
Wait, what? No. No. Listen, we're talking about gosh darn Spider-Man right now.
Yeah. Well,
no.
Yeah.
No.
We got to answer one last because console fanboy's buying my Spider-Man stuff right now. Here we go. iArcade is at Walmart. I'm just teasing. He's not doing that. iArcade is at Walmart right now, and the description reads online game store. Yeah, they probably haven't updated it yet.
Yeah, they probably don't know.
No,
but no, it looks awesome though.
So, do you think Spider-Man 2 is going to be the game of the year? Do you think it'll get that title? I know we're going down speculation road, but I feel like this is worth speculating.
Well, it's a contender. That's for darn sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have not touched Tears of the Kingdom yet. I can download it. I just haven't. I've been busy.
I mean, Tears of the Kingdom is good, but
Final Fantasy 16 is kind of a banger. So it's hard. It's hard. Like, it's definitely a contender. But I mean, new Super Mario Brothers Wonder that's dropping, and Mario RPG the remake, and Pikmin just came out last Friday. There's a lot of games, man. Like, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you put Mystery Encoder's link in the chat?
I don't see Mystery. You're supposed to be handling that. You have a wrench.
I don't see it.
I don't see it either. I don't see any.
I also don't see it. I didn't see it either.
So Mystery Encoder is going to have to try it again.
Give him a wrench.
Okay.
No one man should have all that power.
Here, let me do this. I can. How do I?
But it's Mystery. He could take it
as the moderator. All right.
Hey yo. Yo, he can take it if he wants. I heard that chat. Right?
All right, here, I'll give him a wrench. There you go. Now he should be able to post a. Go ahead, Mystery Encoder. You got a wrench now. You should be able to post a link of. Yeah, there it is. All right. Most of you guys watch the show. I trust you guys. I don't know why YouTube does that. I don't have any filters on. Like So MG kept deleting it. That's what it was.
You're stuck now, Emmy. Yeah, you're stuck
okay,
now.
He says, "Okay, take the wrench away." All right, so
Team It Coder. Why am I gonna like that name?
Let's kind of dive in real quick. This is something I know all the Mortal Kombat fans are gonna love. Bill, talk to us a little bit about this. Mortal Kombat 1. What's going on with this?
Well, they've announced the first DLC of a bunch of extra characters for the game, and some of them are actually pretty cool. You got Homelander from The Boys, Peacemaker, Omni-Man, and Omni-Man is actually going to be voiced by J.K. Simmons, who did the voice in the cartoon, which is super awesome. I'm glad they got him for that.
Oh,
and
I like it.
Sorry. And Nope. The only other thing I will say is, since they put in Peacemaker, if Eagly's not in there as one of his little side characters to come in and do, screw some shit up, then it's not worth it. Gotta have Eagly.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at. Do you see what MG puts in the chat room?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my goodness, this guy here.
Oh my God.
We missed MG.
Did you guys show Mystery Encoders, or show the team encoder board?
All right, give me a second. Wait till after this.
You got to pull it up here. It's
I
so
will.
Good. It's way better.
I
It's
will.
way better
Well,
than
we're
this.
showing.
Well,
We're talking about the Mortal Kombat here.
Well, while we watch this trailer, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat for all you ladies and gentlemen that play PC games. Mortal Kombat 4 is on sale today for $1.49 on GOG. So you're welcome. If you're in my Discord, you saw that already, but you're not. So there you go.
Those MK games go on sale on GOG a lot. So I picked them up a while ago. Last time they were on sale.
Yeah, but the MK1, the Combat Pass, that's awesome. We kind of already knew about some of this stuff months in advance. I think I'm just concerned Homelander and Omni-Man are going to be palette swaps, kind of like how they did Superman and Supergirl and Injustice 2. But Omni-Man is him, so I'm excited for it. I think I was more excited though for the actual the character reveal trailer when they show Lee Fay and you know what I mean, Darius. Darius has a freaking assist, and Tanya, who looks kind of nutty. I think I was more excited for that. Oh, Jade, you haven't seen this board before? Yeah, that's
no, I haven't.
Biggie,
zoom in on it. Zoom in on
Biggie D's already posted. I think he bought it. Don't you follow Biggie D? He's the community guy.
Read it, Steven.
Go for broke.
No, read above it.
USB enabler bankrupt edition.
Yeah, we've seen this already.
That's beautiful. Now, does it come with 121 gigawatts of power in it? Gigawatts of power?
1.21.
Yeah, 1.21 gigawatts of power.
Yeah, but
yes,
but yeah, that's going to be a great game. For those who ordered the premium edition September 14th, you might want to take off a day of work, or if you work from home, make sure you do all your stuff the day beforehand. Yeah, man, that's going to be.
So is it true? Nuts. Is it true, because Mike, you work directly with Arcade One Up? So is it true that they're making an MK4 Kith edition?
How did we get to that? Go ahead, Mike. Feel free. I got you full screen. Feel free to say what's on your mind.
I don't think what's on his mind right now is fit for human consumption.
Let me just say this. Okay. Mike does not work with Arcade One Up at all. For God's sakes. That was a
Wait,
joke.
who said he did?
I don't know.
She did.
I must have been. Well, yeah. Besides her, I must be living under a rock.
Oh my God.
All right.
He brought up MK4. I don't know. I just thought Kith and MK4.
Well, no, because again, I just posted a link a couple hours ago on my Discord for the people in the deals and news channels. I could like the Chun-Li statue, Big Bad Toy Store is selling. We post all kinds of stuff in there, and we were talking about Mortal Kombat, and I'm just like, well, here,
Well, it's probably going to run on an Arcade 3388. So
Moat works for Arcade One Up, and he knows when the release schedule is coming out. He doesn't own anything else except what's old and what's dusted. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Jade wants to incriminate Moat and put him out there and expose him for the shield that he is, because he speaks properly and he interacts with all other people. Tell me when I'm telling lies. I'm not doing the CM Punk thing, bro. No.
All right.
No.
All right. Then let's talk about Sony leaks, PlayStation leaks. The handheld suggested Project Q runs on Android. How does that make you guys feel? Because Android's known to be buggy.
Did you see the video for it?
Unfortunately,
$50 tablet. Oh my gosh, dude! If this is it, yeah, I'm not buying. I'm not even interested.
What did I say when this came out? What did I tell you, Steven?
I know, but every time I listen to you,
the video.
I end up with Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which you sold. I end up with Fast and the Furious, which you sold.
Hey, but I have the real Marvel vs. Capcom.
All right, fair enough.
So can you blame me?
Fair enough. But you told me we could play online. We could play, and then Arcade One Up dropped the ball. But we're not going to talk about that right now. PlayStation Q leaks. Here's the video, right? I'm assuming this is the video that they have here.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like literally, it literally looks like one of those tablets you get from like a Big Lots or a Dollar General or something like that.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah, they took what are
horrible.
the $100 Joy-Cons and put them on there that they already currently have that you can buy. I don't
And they
think
just
this is
molded it in.
I don't think this is the real.
I don't either. I think it's a hack because if you look at some of the ports and stuff on there,
I think
Yeah.
somebody just did this just to be funny. I really don't.
But it went viral though. So I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, hey, they did. They got their
Mhm.
their 10 minutes of fame. I mean, that's.
Yeah,
But I'm sure it's probably running Android. A lot of things do run Android today. Even my truck runs Android, even in the back end. And yeah, it stops working half the time. That's why it should be on iOS. But we're not going to talk about that right now. What about High on Life? What do you guys know about that? Bill, what's going on with High on Life?
I've
Are
heard
you
it's
high
really
on
fun.
life?
I've heard it's really fun.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a really fun, like playful shooter that was originally an exclusive for Xbox, and now they've announced it's coming to PlayStation, PS4, and PS5.
Yeah. It was
So-
it was on Game Pass, right?
It still is.
Yeah, it probably was.
Oh, okay.
It looks like just a crazy over the top kind of shooter. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun for people, and it's pretty cool that it's no longer exclusive to Xbox.
Oh, these guys, they crack me up.
It's probably just time exclusivity because you know they had to like
Sure.
not, you know, I mean they got paid for their time. You know, kind of how they did with GTA 5 back in the day when they had it like 4 months. So it's probably just that. I mean, it's cool that other platforms are getting to play it. You know, so it's a good game.
No, this looks like a good game. Like I'd get it and play it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Very cartoony, which I like. Very colorful.
Mhm.
I could play this with my kids or something. But it looks. What? Jade, you didn't say nothing about Spider-Man. So is this another game that's a snoozer for you, or what?
No, I think that the game Spider-Man looks really
Oh,
cool,
okay.
and I'm excited to play it. But I mean, the PlayStation, I just don't really give a crap about. You know, if it
Really,
was
you're
like-
not a
if there was-
PS5 person?
If there was like a no, I am. But if
Oh.
there was like a Spider-Gwen theme or something, then I do that.
Oh, I got. I see
Hmm.
what you're saying.
You know, I'm just not really into.
Okay. What about this though? You know, I know for a fact you're getting ready to pre-order
Oh
this.
God, I saw this.
Listen.
I saw this, and I was
Oh,
like, "Wow,
this is
I'm
the
old. This is
best.
the dumbest thing I've
Jade,
ever seen."
Jade,
And I
no,
saw
no,
that-
don't
I
listen
saw
to
that
her.
I saw
She
that
was
pretty young
texting
girl
us this
sniffing the
afternoon.
controller,
Get
and
outta
That's when I
here.
was like, I'm done.
She was texting us this afternoon because guys, I need to get all 4 of these. Do you realize they smell like pizza? Like I so want these. Don't listen to her.
This is
The real
best.
question is does any of them have anchovies on it?
I want to know if it's just like a scratch and sniff
And
label.
no anchovies. If you put anchovies on that thing,
At first I thought this was a joke, and then I was
Are
like,
you not gonna finish? Are you not gonna finish the quote?
yeah, finish the quote. You got to finish the quote.
what?
You're not gonna finish the quote? You know,
No,
no anchovies. I swear, no anchovies.
Yeah.
You put
anchovies
anchovies
on
on this
everything,
thing, and
man.
you're gonna be in big
Yeah.
trouble, dude.
Trouble, dude. Yeah. You know, you're like Michelangelo. Huh.
Yeah.
How do that?
Time's
And
ticking.
the clock's
Clock's ticking, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen,
clock's
you're quote
ticking,
good
dude.
movies. You know what I'm saying? You got to quote the whole thing. I'm just.
Yes, Master Splinter.
Ah.
Yes, Master Splinter. I used to know that whole movie by heart.
I don't know
It's
about
terrible.
that last
Word for
plug
word,
you
word
put
for
in
word.
there. The
Well, that was.
Hey,
that was
Mikey,
part-
what do you think about, what Splinter said?
Hmm.
I lost a sigh.
Time's up. $3 off.
Yeah.
We should just do random
122
Ninja Turtle.
122 and an 8.
What the heck is 122 and an eighth? You're standing on it,
Standing on
dude.
it, dude.
Slip it down here. I got to get a new job.
Yo, here. Hey, what's this? The task you're 2 minutes late, dude. Oh, come
Wise
on,
men
find a
say, forgiveness is divine, but
Bro,
never
I'm
pay
telling you.
full price for a
Full
late
price for late
pizza.
Pizza.
I'm telling you, that's my
favorite
jam.
dialogues
My
is
absolute
the
jam.
Casey Jones when the first time he meets Raph and his hat goes flying off. And
Are
he's
you
like,
a bogey?
Some kind of.
But he's like,
You some kind of punker?
Kind of punker. God, I
I
hate
hate
Yeah.
punkers.
some kind of bald,
Especially the
some
ones
kind
that
of
wear green
punker.
A big ugly.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
those were great. If you didn't see the Ninja Turtles from
So
30
great.
years ago, you're missing out.
Yep.
I
Anyways,
literally saw that 11 times in the movie theater.
so I told everybody, I made it a point. I was like, yo, we're only going for an hour today. We're only doing an hour show.
Oh,
We are.
crap.
I'm telling you, I'm going to kill the show. We are doing an hour show. Here it is, an hour and 10 minutes in.
You
And
got.
we're
You got
still
to play.
going.
You got to play my segment.
I haven't
It's
gotten
for-
to any
it's-
segments yet.
It's
We have not get.
specifically for
Okay.
the show.
All right, we're going to go to the
It's-
segments
it's-
right now. We have first. We'll play Jade's segment, so we could get, because they put a lot of work into this. So yeah, but an hour and a half. That's it. We're cutting it off.
Well,
You
then
guys.
I got 10 seconds to
Bah!
make my gamer joke in hands and smelling.
It's Steven. You realize it's your fault because
I know it
you
is.
are the one.
I
who
opened
started
up the
talking
can of
about-
worms with the arcade one
Yeah.
up. I know.
What's up, everyone, and
did.
welcome
You gotta
back to
roll,
Jade's
though.
Hidden
All your
Gems. Today
fault.
we're going to be checking out Panzer Bandit.
But you know what? People are here. They're having a
Panzer
good
Bandit
time,
was
so.
a Japan-only game that was
Yeah,
released
Ninja
in
Gaiden, they're
1997 on the Sony PlayStation. And it is a more traditional style beat-em-up game, but it is really fun. There's a few cool little extras that put it above your average beat-em-up game, and it really has a cool visual appeal as well. It almost has a Mischief Makers style visual element to it, which I really love. But you have your basic 2 attack buttons, and then your shoulder buttons are used to move between the foreground and background, and also to enable your special. You also have a combo counter and guided elemental attack. Now this game actually shares the same engine as another hidden gem, which we're going to look at here quickly in a minute. But first, let's check out some of this gameplay and enjoy the scenery for a minute. Oh, and the game also has a really cool soundtrack. It's also important to note that there's 8 stages you bash your way through, and there are 4 selectable characters, 8 unlockable. It's a really great game that most people haven't heard of, and I highly recommend checking it out. Now let's check out Mad Stalker. This game shares the same engine as Panzer Bandit, so obviously the gameplay mechanics are going to be very similar. Now I believe, even though I've never played it, that there is a similar version, if not the same version, that was released on Windows as well. It might even be something you can find through Abandonware. But either way, I highly recommend you check out both of these games. They're very fun, especially if you love beat 'em ups, and they both have different aspects to them that make them enjoyable. I hope you guys enjoyed this segment, and until next time, I'll see you then.
We knew that was going to happen. So we carried you over on
Welcome
that
back. You know what? I had a Panzer Bandit on disc, and I sold it because I just sold it because I think they were going for like $300 a pop or something when I sold mine. So, but I have it on here now, which is where I play it, and it's freaking awesome. But that's a great game. Those are like really cool, kind of like hidden beat 'em ups because they were only released in Japan for whatever reason.
Is it a hidden gem?
Yeah, it's Jade's hidden gem.
Okay. All right.
Be
All right.
careful the way you say that stuff.
I know people like run out and get it.
Yeah, you gotta
All right, Bill, we got your segment up next. Give us a preface. What do we got?
We are looking at an old school racing game for the PlayStation.
All righty.
Retro Gaming Spotlight.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Retro Gaming Spotlight. Today we're going to be taking a look at a classic racer from the PlayStation 1. And we're going to be taking a look at a way that you can play this on your PC now in an updated version. Let's check it out.
3, 2.
Alright, and this is Wipeout, a futuristic racing sim that was first released for the PlayStation in 1995. Now, it was also released on PC, and about a year later came out on the Sega Saturn. It was also a launch title for the PlayStation in Europe. Now, this game has had multiple sequels throughout the year. The original has been made available for subsequent PlayStations, PlayStation 3, PlayStation Portable. It was available on the PlayStation Network in 2005. And even now, you can download the Omega Collection on the current PlayStations, which has remastered versions of Wipeout HD, Wipeout Fury, and Wipeout 2048 on it. So needless to say, Wipeout has always been a very, very popular racer for the PlayStation. Well, again, like I said, there are multiple ways that you can play this right now, but there's a brand new way you can play this on PC. That is, if you have access to the original PlayStation ROMs. Let's go ahead and check that out. Alright, so what you're looking at here is Wipeout Phantom Edition. This is a fan-made mod available on PC for the original Wipeout. Now what this does is this actually uses the original PlayStation source code. So as I said, you would actually need to have access to the original US PlayStation ROMs for the game Wipeout. It upgrades the visuals to HD. It adds some different lighting effects to it. It also cuts down on, or actually I should say it increases draw distance in order to cut down on pop-ins and different things like that. There are some additional options available for this, but really what it does is it takes the original Wipeout and just modernizes it, makes it look more in line with some of the HD remakes that came out years later, many of which were never available for PC. So if you are a fan of Wipeout, this is definitely something to look into. Alright, so there is a quick look at Wipeout Phantom Edition, an upgraded version of the original PlayStation version of Wipeout that is available to play on PC. Now, keep an eye on my channel because I'm going to have an extended version of this video on there that will show you how you can get that and how you can actually install that to play that on your PC. But for this video, I just wanted to show it off real quick and shine a spotlight on the original Wipeout, a fun, fantastic, futuristic racer for the original PlayStation. What did you guys think? Were you a fan of the Wipeout series? Again, I know I am. Let us know your thoughts in the chat, and back to more game time. Chat, you should hear what goes on behind the scenes.
Nothing goes on behind the scenes. Listen, nothing happened. Don't listen to Bill.
No, but seriously, Wipeout, just to get back to that real quick, so Wipeout, fantastic game, always loved it. The sequels to it are all really cool, and I just thought this was like a really neat thing to be able to play this on PC. And if you keep an eye on my channel, I'll have an extended version of this segment that shows you how you can get that version and how you can play it.
Jay, you know you're just sucking air, right?
She did.
Like,
She does it every.
Like you're gonna make yourself
Every
bloated
time.
just inhaling air.
Yeah,
Like,
she does that for Bill.
I just talk over her at this point.
I was practicing my new fast technique.
I don't. So it looks pretty good. I had to get their segments in here because I didn't want them to. They worked hard on it, but Jade made me talk about Arcade 1-Up earlier, and I knew that segment was going to go a while talking about Arcade 1-Up, and then iArcade, and she just got off the rails.
Well, because if we talk about Arcade 1-Up, you might as well open up the iArcade can of worms because nobody talks about that. Ooh, they're so innocent and so great. Ooh, what a good company. Oh, they didn't do anything bad. Oh, they're so great. What a good product. Ah!
See, that's all you have to do.
You just don't like your own peace and sanity, do you?
I mean, sometimes that's true.
Either way.
We're just moving deck chairs on the Titanic now, people.
Yeah. We flustered
Yo,
Bill, poor guy.
Did you see the Titanic remote at Target on clearance for $5.99 for the submarine? For $5.99, you can buy that controller and you can make your own submarine to try to go 20,000 leagues under the sea.
Can you make it sink again?
Oh, well, you built that. Listen,
No doubt.
ain't never gonna be a question.
I was gonna say something else, but I stopped myself because I thought, no, that's too soon, and then I'm gonna get a bunch of hate mail saying you're insensitive. You should not say that on air. So I'm just.
You can't say anything on the internet without that happening. Literally, you cannot say anything.
Have you guys talked about Well Played yet? Do we want to talk about? Do we want to talk about Well Played? Bill, do we want to talk about Well Played? That was well played.
So to humor Michael B. I want to talk about it.
Do you really want to talk about it? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Mike.
What is Well Played?
Yeah, I was going to say. I want to be informed. So yeah, tell me about it.
I mean, do you remember what Well Played is? Well Played Arcades. They made Well Played. Do you remember back? I think Cool Toy had one of them. I think P-Dubs even had one of them. Like
sounds familiar, vaguely familiar.
Back. So they're toy arcades.
Well, yeah, isn't all of them? Same thing. They're all arcades are toys.
They're not coin ops.
Well, those are toys too.
No.
Okay, so what's the deal?
All arcades are toys.
Are they okay? They're 3/4 scale toy arcades.
That was Well Played.
Oh crap. Okay, well then nobody's gonna answer. All right, cool. Next segment.
Yeah,
Well Played toys.
Yeah,
they also do you guys remember? They also I don't know what the new news is for today. I didn't really. They weren't on the radar, but they had one of those desks that had the stupid tablet that came out. Do you remember that? It had like a 32-inch, almost like the arcade 1-up has that tablet table, the infinity table. They had like a wooden desk with the. Oh, let me see if I can find a picture of it. But they also had like Well Played pinball. I thought P-Dubs had one. I thought his wife liked it, and so did Cool Toy's wife. But they ended up both selling it. So that was the only thing that I knew. Let me see if I can find.
I seem to remember
a pinball machine anytime soon.
What's that?
Pinball? Anyone getting a pinball machine?
Not a real one.
No,
for the love of Jiminy Cricket!
Right here.
What?
This is what it looked like. It's an interactive coffee table.
Oh, that's kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of expensive and ridiculous.
So basically, you can buy a coffee table from IKEA and then put a 32-inch tablet on it.
Yeah,
pretty much.
But they had a pinball
well-played
machine.
arcade.
I don't know if I can find it on their website, but they had a they're a toy company that didn't they make those tech decks back in the day that you could skateboarding.
Oh, Tech Decks were
Tech
those
Deck.
are great.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think
the same company.
I think it's the same company. I'm not sure.
Wait, they got turtle stuff. Wait a minute.
Let me go back. I'll go back.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
Hey,
They might be all right.
Where did they have this? Where did you see turtle stuff? I passed
Keep
it.
going down. Keep going down.
Okay, I'm going down.
Mm-hmm.
I see SpongeBob.
Keep going. Next page maybe.
Oh, there it is. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Construction set pizza parlor with Mikey for $5.
I don't know about that, but I need one of those wild waivers.
I was just thinking that too.
For $5. There you go.
Nice.
Construction set.
And you could get the pineapple. Yeah, there you
He
go.
lives in a pineapple under the sea.
So Steven, I just want to say that you got derailed and you're taking time off the clock.
I know.
Yep.
She does that on purpose.
Yo, those gats look pretty cool,
it's Michael B's fault. We'll have to blame him.
Yeah, actually, this one's Michael B. Wait, they got Hershey s'mores. Hold on, fat kid stuff. Wait a minute, is that a kid or a boy?
Everything.
Oh, God.
All right. So I don't know. Everything is like $5. It seems like for whatever reason. Are they having a big? I don't know. I don't follow Well Played toys that much, so maybe I'm the anomaly here. But the last I heard was when they made that pinball, nobody bought it, and the other one that
I'm
Dub-
just
almost as
asking
pop-
because we don't.
It
we
was
don't
almost
have
as
anybody,
popular as Toy Shock.
We don't have
Toy Shop,
anybody
yeah,
on
Toy
the
Shop.
panel that has a pinball machine.
Not a real one, dude. Listen.
My mother-in-law has a real one.
I
play.
don't get my money ain't that long. No.
Steven's
No.
Steven's mother-in-law has
Yeah,
one.
8-ball deluxe. I play it usually when I go over there. That's an older. It's not like one of the modern.
When you
titles.
go over when you
over
go
to my
over your
mother-in-law's house. Yeah.
Yeah, when you go over there, do you go, hey mom, you want to play some stick ball? Some
No.
8-ball.
No.
You want to play
I
some
don't. I don't.
8-ball?
You know.
So maybe we need to start enabling mid-roll ads on the show so we can all afford pinballs.
No. Well, why is
Oh,
that? How you
is
get
that
it?
a thing? Oh, that's a thing.
Oh, is that
No,
what they're
it's-
saying
no,
now?
it's a-
Is that
it's
the
a
big
joke.
accusation? Oh,
It's
okay.
a joke, but it's
All right.
Michael B's joke on Game Room Dudes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was gonna
Just
say,
throwing it, just throwing it out there to him.
listen. People can buy what they want to buy. I even if somebody said to me, if Gary Stern himself called me up and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna drop off one of the latest pinballs. You tell me what you want."
Oh,
I would tell him,
all
I'm
of
like,
it.
dude, I would love it,
All
but I
of it.
have no room for it. Like, it won't fit in here. Like, I appreciate
I
it.
might find room for Venom.
I
being
seriously,
honest.
I
He's
seriously,
not wrong. He's not
I
wrong.
seriously would seriously say that because it's just not. I just have zero desire, and I know it's going to be chastised on other shows, but like,
I just
there's
just
too much
want,
work involved
like,
with
I
a
just
real
want
machine.
one pin, just one, like legitimately, because to me, just like having one good pin in your collection is like a cool thing for a like coin ops slashy arcade collection.
Until stuff
whatever.
starts breaking on it, and you have no clue how to fix it, and then it's hundreds of dollars to
I
fix
just
the
won't
machine.
play it. It'll just
Yeah.
sit there and look cool, and I'll turn it on, and the lights
Well,
will be like.
then just buy an
and I'll play
arcade
it,
one
like,
up
you know,
because
once a year.
you just buy an arcade one up pinball because you're guaranteed to have that within a couple of years. So
Stop it.
I'm just saying, like, if you want to just sit there
Stop.
and look at it, at least arcade one up has good artwork on their stuff.
Well, yeah, and then also they have screens on them that burn out, and that's all I ever see is
Yeah,
my
you could buy a new
pinball
screen.
PCB burned out, and now arcade.
But
One
they're
won't
easier
send
to
me one.
so
Where?
that's I want to be able to fix it.
Those
and I
things
don't
are
wanna get
like
into it.
so overpriced. They're like $800. Like, I mean, I could almost get a real one for that if you look around on OfferUp. Sometimes you catch deals like that.
For a real pinball for $800. Good luck.
Yeah, no, I've seen
Not
I've seen
without
deals like
not
that.
without huge amounts of
It's,
refurbishing.
it's
They're like,
only when I don't have money that I see
You'll need-
deals like
you'll-
that.
I don't know about that.
You'll need to work on it if you get one at that price, I would think.
I would think the cheapest you could probably find one is probably like $3,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, fine. Then that's what I see them for.
I mean, honestly, like $800.
Yes, I've seen pins go for $800 out here.
Well, you must
Not
have people
making
that
it up.
don't
Why would
know
I
what,
make
what
that
they
up?
have. I'm not saying you make it up, but there's got to be tons of stuff wrong with it. Hey, guys in the chat, have you ever seen a pinball that's fully functional that doesn't need any restoration for $800? That's kind of, well, then again, you can sell arcade one ups in 24 hours, and I can't do that. So it takes me like 3 months to do that.
Yeah, I'd be wheeling and dealing.
Apparently, I must. You must have to. You can teach me, oh Yoda. Okay. Other than that, that's about it. We're wrapping it up. We got 5 minutes
Are
left.
you sure?
We are. Mo, what do you got going on?
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure. We're wrapping this up.
So if I cut a 7-minute monologue, then you can't really end the show now, right?
Oh.
Okay.
I can
so-
press the end button.
Oh, you could. I mean, but that'd be really rude to cut me off. But then you'd be cutting off Jade too. So I mean,
Well, then I'll
yes,
definitely do it.
That actually balances off what it should be.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time he's cut Jade off though.
So
Yeah.
we're all coming to Cleveland except for Jade and Bill because they're party poopers. But we will be in Cleveland.
Wah, wah.
I just picked up my microphone sponsor today.
Why
Heil
why
Mics.
didn't you let Mike finish?
Because he told me to cut him off.
Oh,
No, I didn't.
All right, go ahead, Mike. The floor is yours.
No. I got cut off. All right. No, seriously.
can we look at your
Yeah.
Helix?
Sure. Well, sure. I mean, yeah. Okay. Yeah. You guys can look at that. I'll go this way, and then I'll do this. If you guys can look while I'll talk about that. So, I'm gonna actually put a quick video about this tomorrow. I'm tired of getting questions. I'm gonna put a quick video, just talking about just my thoughts and whatever else on it. Other than that, Thursday we're gonna do a live stream. We're gonna do a chill and chill because we're swapping spots because Steven took my spot. So we're gonna do that on Thursday. And then other than that,
Typical white guy move.
Oh, jeez.
Listen, I resemble
yeah,
that remark.
thank you, yes, thank you.
Oh, no.
Wow. Wow. But yeah, no, that's all I got. And apparently having a stern talking to Jade after the camera about her eloquence and her decorum. So other than that, yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Now you can interrupt her.
Hey.
So where's your long form content at? We've been waiting for it since you announced it on your channel like months ago.
What are you talking? Literally, I've been releasing a video every week, which you probably haven't watched one episode of it, have you?
You know what you haven't released? Arcade Legends.
You haven't released Arcade Legends.
That's true. I'm actually waiting on a couple things to come back to me. Actually, that's something I need to talk to you about after the show.
I'm actually surprised that I got an edited, shot very well segment this week. Are you feeling okay? Is school got you like?
Dude, I was up until 4 o'clock last night pouring Kool-Aid into a bucket of sand.
Why?
With blue clay in it. Because I'm in a science class now that has me doing all kinds of like wacky labs, and then there's like literally it's endless. It's just endless. I cannot wait for it to be over, and I'm just hoping that I pass it.
Cool. So when's Arcade Legends coming out? Later?
Arcade Legends is
tomorrow?
No.
Saturday.
Anyways, go check out my channel if you haven't checked out my latest series. It's called Arcade versus Console. Some a little bit different kind of fun. Puts a little bit of a more of a narrative on that whole arcade versus console thing. I know a lot of times you see like side-by-side comparisons, which is also good. But I like to, add a little history in there and kind of compare and contrast. So anyways, check it out.
Bill, what do you got going on?
Well, okay. So first off, like I said, the extended version of that Wipeout video is going to come out. That shows you how you can download the Phantom Edition and play that. Beyond that, I'm not totally sure what else is coming up. It's just going to kind of see how the week plays out.
All right. That's the best that you have.
That's it for now.
Oh yeah, and Bo Knows says it's Virtua or virtual. And I know he knows, but for God's sakes, it's Virtua Fighter.
Yeah, Virtua Fighter.
Virtual.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 3 TB, 4, 5, 5. Yeah, it's Virtua. There's no L at the end of it. Oh, real quick, chat. What I was saying backstage. Chat, I have proposed that Steven implement a wrench level monetization option for membership, where if you pay X amount of money, you too can be rewarded a wrench for that month. Wrench level.
Wrench. Wait,
what the?
Are you serious?
Hi.
Oh no, we've been hacked.
Welcome. What are you doing, Steven? This is
what happened? We're ending. We're ending, right?
No, we're
Michael
going
B.
Bring some mid-roll ads.
Michael B. He said something about OnlyFans. That's all I heard. Something about T-shirts or something.
Oh, I actually am making some new T-shirts. I'm making some fun stuff, so that should be coming out pretty soon. And I'm also selling these Into the AM T-shirts. It's a T-shirt company out of California. They make some unique designs. They've got creative artists that are doing cool stuff. Shirts fit great. They're cool. They're they're really soft material. into
Hey,
the
Mike
AM.
B.
Check them out.
Mike B. Did you know that that's a pretty common thing out here in California? Creative artists. Ooh.
Oh, I didn't know that actually. But I'm in
Yeah,
Newfoundland. There's nothing common here. We have water.
See, so Mike hit me up, and his wallet sales are doing less than stellar. So he wanted to come on and talk a little bit about his wallets.
That's
right?
not true. I heard that that his mid-roll ads have been doing so well that he's going to buy us all pins.
So this is a sponsor segment then. Okay, cool. Yeah, all right, run it up.
Well,
yeah.
we're not going to talk. We're not talking about that. We're not. Talking
No,
about
full transparency. He's getting paid. He's paying us to be here. Go ahead, dude. Knock yourself out. You got it.
Actually, I'm gonna use this time to tell everybody subscribe to Biggie D. He just hit 1,000 subscribers. He turned off mid-roll ads, and he won't leave you for pinball.
Well, wait. He's
subscribe
also
to
the
Biggie
new
D.
spokesperson for Arcade 1-Up.
I know. He's getting the Arcade 1-Up Casino-cade.
Yeah, but
Wait,
I heard him
wait,
and
is that serious?
him and John
I
D.
don't actually know. I know someone told me that he asked Arcade 1-Up. This is a product he's really interested in, so he told them send it to me. I'll do an impartial review. So
Good on him.
Yeah.
Let us know how
wait,
that 10-inch screen is.
I just saw that. Sorry, Biggie D, to answer your question, for the love of God, are you serious? Did you see the last thing I did?
What was that?
That was like my farewell.
farewell. What do you mean your farewell, Jade? Where are you going?
No, I mean my farewell to ever dealing with anything Arcade 1-Up related again.
You'll be back. Everybody says that. They're always like, I'm done. I'm doing this. But then something will come up and you'll be back. Everybody will be back. No one leaves forever.
You still do have a few consoles, or Arcade 1-Up, so your door is open.
Wait, what?
All of them yet? You didn't get rid of all.
You didn't get rid of them all yet, so your door's still open to Arcade 1-Up. So
Yeah, well, I'm just waiting for Mike B to sell me his Tron so I can get rid of my Arcade 1-Up Tron.
I don't have my Tron anymore, Jade. You didn't hear.
Oh, you got rid of it?
Whoa, what?
Why?
Yeah, well, what happened was Tron's really difficult to keep maintained. So the guy who sold it to me, he had it completely restored. But what happened was basically there were a couple issues right out the gate. I shook some stuff around while moving it, so I managed to fix that. Then I had an issue with the sprites because there's two. The way the graphics work, there's a background board and a foreground board, and the front sprites went out. So I managed to fix that. It was a ribbon cable issue, because I did my research and I learned how to fix it. But then the dude came down and the input board under the coin door wasn't coining in, and I couldn't get into the test menu. And he decided to, up the ampage on the power converter because he thought maybe the power supply wasn't getting enough juice. And then the sound went. And usually when you buy an arcade from somebody, they're just like, it's your problem now. But he was really cool about it, and he felt terrible for selling me something. He said, this is not representative of the stuff I want to put out there. So he actually asked me if I would be willing to consider a refund, and he took it back. So he's going to try to work on it, see if he can get it rock solid working. I might get it back if that's the case. If not, we worked out something, and I ended up buying a second pinball channel thanks to my mid-roll ads and super chats.
Well, that's what everybody thinks. I mean, you get rich off of YouTube. You didn't know that?
Oh, someone said that there the other day. We were talking about the Walmart scams. And,
I did see that. I was watching you reporting on that.
So they were talking about 19K Fox paid $120 to get. You might have to correct me on this because I'm going to say it wrong. Shinko Hadouken. That's not really how it's said. So you can pronounce it properly for me.
Can you wait? Before you do that, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike B, please just say it one more time for us.
Shinku Hadouken.
Oh, that was too slow.
Not even close. How do I say it right, Mo? I trust you.
So let's keep going.
A solid answer from this guy. Yeah, anyways, they said something like, 19K Fox will just make that back off the YouTube revenue. He'll make off his video. And I was like, I don't think you guys know how YouTube revenue works. Like, even if you have like a really hot video that gets like 10,000 views, it's like $60, maybe.
It's summer, bro. Like, listen, there ain't no ad revenue right now, man. Like, just, no. Mm-mm.
Well, actually, I think summertime is like the better time of year.
So we can get creative and do all kinds of weird stuff. I'm gonna do feet videos tomorrow because I got free
Oh,
reign.
nice.
Oh,
Nothing.
man.
I was gonna say you should do a mukbang with like those really
I know.
good burgers that you get. Like you should really go hard and do like a Mike B mukbang channel. I mean, throw some feet in there. You know, it's definitely gonna be some extra money.
Eat with my feet, like that episode of The Office with Dwight with coffee.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I just want to state, Moat, you kept it going.
I didn't bring Mike B on here.
Dude, he just showed up.
Listen, Michael B offered
Oh
you
my
a
God.
burger, a prepaid Visa card, and some free exposure on the channel, and you're like, Michael B, come on
Listen.
down. You're the next
Listen.
one. Keep us derailed.
I'm the #1 Michael B shill. You ought to know that. Don't you guys know that by now? Come on now.
So, have you
Wow.
guys heard about Esker Wallets? Exter Wallets? So, it's this new wallet company I'm working with. They've got like a little switchblade thing, and the cards fan out. It's fantastic. It's very ergonomic, fits well in your pocket, easy to access your cards.
Tell them how
Exter-
they can get one.
check them out.
Is there? Well, what's the promo code?
Plug.
Promo code is Game Genie. Use Game Genie and save 25%.
Mike, how's your KI Pro doing back there?
Not getting enough use. I haven't had a lot of time to actually do much gaming recently, so I'm
What
actually.
number did you get?
I don't know. I don't even think I even checked.
Oh,
I got my certificate downstairs somewhere. I didn't frame it or anything like that. I got my Burger Time certificate framed, but not my KI Pro. I wasn't as excited about the certificate there.
So are you selling? Are you selling the rest of your 1-ups? Are you keeping them, or are you to buy more regular arcades and pinballs now that you've kind of got the? Yeah, I mean you're a pinball channel now, right?
Yeah,
I mean
I'm
that's
full on pinball channel until I do a video tomorrow on my AEW wrestlers I bought. Then I'm a toy channel, and
No, don't say
we'll see
that.
where things go after that. But
Sell out.
no, I don't think I really want to sell anything else. Like I like what I have. I wouldn't have sold Tron unless I had an opportunity to get a real Tron. So I mean,
Yeah.
if I get a real Star Wars, I'll probably sell my Star Wars.
Well, that makes
well,
sense.
that's my thing. I mean, because I basically have 4 left. I have.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. Well, no, I technically have 5 if you include Buck Hunter, but like that's the one that everybody plays when they're over here drinking, and
Yeah.
my kids like to play the Duck Hunt game. But I have Star Wars Dragon's Lair, and what's the other one? Star Wars Dragon's Lair, Tron, and then the Miss Pac-Man Cocktail, and they're all 80s ones, and they're all like control or aesthetic specific, and so unless I can find an actual coin ops replacement for those, then I'm gonna keep them. But those would be the exceptions for me, and those would be the ones that are some of the most difficult ones to find like good coin op replacements for.
Did she say?
Yeah.
What did she just say? Hold on. Hello? Yeah, officer. Yeah, that's her. Yeah, she just said everybody was drinking and letting her daughter play duck hunt at the same time. So, yeah, that's her. All right.
Oh, great! New scandal videos for the next week.
Oh boy.
What a teammate calling Child Protective Services mid-show.
I was just curious because the thought crosses everybody's mind at this point. They're seeing a lot more people collecting the real arcades.
Yeah.
Selling their arcade 1-ups because some of them are going for. I mean, I've seen some of them like Rampage and the 12-in-1, even though they're not the greatest cabinets, but they're rare in a sense. They're going for some good money where people can get, some real arcades for that. So
Next thing, we're going to start seeing arcade 1-up repair channels where they're like, all right, we're going to recap this Rampage board because it died on us.
well, you
And,
almost have to at that point because.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of why I modded the Star Wars and the Ridge Racer because the thought went through my mind with the Buy Stuff store. Thought went through my mind like, man, what's going to happen if Star Wars dies and I got the sit down cabinet? Like, what am I going to do?
Well, it was made by Mystery. I mean, it was done by Mystery Encoder. So, that PCB is going to be good forever. Totally optimized.
Well,
I don't.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
right.
I don't know.
That's
I don't
right.
know.
That's right.
I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like I think Ralph told me best. Like he's like, dude, it's a gateway drug. Like once
It is.
you get one, then I'm saying you get bit, and then you want to get another one, and another one, and then I think one of the me personally, like people think like, and it's the funniest thing in the world. Like I see comments that are like, oh, you just went and bought this. I'm like, dude, I've been talking about this for like the last like 2 years, and I've been in negotiation about this for like the last like month and a half. And somebody just happened to look out for me, and I appreciate that. But then it's just like you realize what you paid for it, you realize what you
Well,
get.
you finally got enough ad money. Is what really
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, you know me and
I
those
can help you
non-existent
with that.
videos that I'm putting out. Yeah,
Oh wait,
you
did
know.
I say mystery encoder? I meant code mystics.
Code Mystics.
If I-
You did say
No,
mystery code.
it did say mystery
Why would you
encoder.
It's
insult
because-
him like that?
Because he's been in here. He's been in here the whole time. So I was.
And he's got a
you know,
wrench.
Well, that's high praise, though. I mean,
Missed-
you know, be compared to
missed.
Mystics, that's high praise. But yeah, man,
Yeah,
like it's
Code
it's
Mystics.
it's at the end of the day, like yo, we started this as far as like the three-quarter scale stuff because like we wanted to get the real thing, and then when you actually get one, you're just kind of like, I can show you the world, and it's a different feeling. So it's hard to explain. So
Yeah.
I actually feel bad, Mike, that you're trying messed up, dude. Because I
Yeah,
really
no,
didn't
that
like-
does
But
suck.
see,
that cab
yeah,
though
man.
was like immaculate.
But
I
that's
mean, it was,
one of the
like,
reasons
So beautiful.
that I, even if I had the room, even if I sold all my one-ups, that is the one reason that I wouldn't want a real cabinet because of how old they are, and you're not guaranteed to. I mean, granted, arcade one-ups quality is not the greatest either, but at least I know I got a little bit of time with them compared to like a real. Like I couldn't even fix one of those. At least
But see-
arcade one-ups, I could throw a PC in it, and know how to fix it.
So, like Jade, obviously, you know this emote. You hang around with a lot of these guys, like Nick Madsen, Ralph, these guys that have been doing it for years. There's a second side to having real arcades. It's not like an arcade one up. You just don't plunk it down, and then all of a sudden it plays. You're entering into a commitment, and a part of the hobby is basically becoming an arcade restore and maintenance channel or arcade restore and maintenance
Yeah.
person because you got to learn how to do everything. And I mean, I only had Tron for just about a month before the guy took it back because he thought there was just too many issues and he really wanted to work on it and make sure it worked well for me. But like in the short time I had it, like learning how to do different things, and I had it easy. I mean, monitor was already recapped, had a new flyback in it. He had already switched out the power supply for, there's a converter board you can buy that Pitbull told me makes it rock solid. So, I mean, most of the really heavy lifting was done, but still some of the issues I had to find out. And learning, like, you know, going on the internet, looking for schematics and like learning about the body work where I was going to do and how to get new decals for the side and T-molding. Like,
yeah.
there's so much involved in it. It's not just playing the game. It's basically like you're basically keeping a museum at that point, and you're learning how to restore these historical artifacts and keep them in immaculate shape.
There's
makes sense.
definitely there's definitely more of a collector element to them. And the thing is too with coin ops is like anything that's like sub 89 is going to be progressively more complex to maintain and take care of. With the exception, like for the most part, of like monitors, which is like kind of a consistent thing. But depending on the chassis, you may run into problems. Because some of them they don't even make parts for anymore, like very specific ones. But yeah, I mean, the further back you go, like the more you can expect to have to do maintenance and to, if something goes, like there's more of a chance that something could go wrong, even if it's in good condition or whatever. And then like when you get further on, like into the 90s, that's when you start getting a lot of the single boards or cartridge style boards. Yeah. And those are a little bit easier to maintain, especially when you get into like JVS. Like it's not as complex unless, the more complex aspect becomes like the CRT. Are you dealing with a medium resolution, high resolution? Are you recapping it? Like those types of things kind of like come into play. But generally speaking, yeah, the older stuff is a lot more high maintenance, and Tron is one of those. And alongside it, like Discs of Tron is another one that's just insanely complex.
Did you see the Facebook post there the other day? A guy found a Discs of Tron completely in working order. Just someone put it out as garbage. Just left it on the side of the road.
Oh my God.
But probably because he didn't want to have to deal
Wow.
with it. That's probably the reality
It's huge
of it.
too. It's the environmental cockpit one. Right?
Oh,
Well,
Oh my god.
listen, I understand why people get these, and I'm not knocking collectors for it, but if I got one like your Tron was immaculate, and I don't know a lot about real arcades. I wouldn't want somebody playing with it. I, honest to God, like, I'd be like, okay, this is my Tron. Don't touch it. If you want to play it, play the arcade one up, but don't touch that. Like, because it's so old and you want to keep it nice, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're durable. They're meant to be. They're meant to be played by many people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The durability isn't the problem. It's just the older hardware that, you know, is being has been used for so long or ran for so long, and then you get like recaps, and sometimes you don't know
Is that
who's
true?
repaired it.
Console Fanboy said he hears each cabinet comes with a dead rat.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Mine was fine. Now, if Nick found one in it, I don't know. He didn't tell me about it, but I didn't have one.
Nick will take care of you. He won't do that.
Wow.
I also want to give a shout out to Nick Madsen too. Like, he's one of the people, like, you might see him on Ralph's videos and stuff like that, but he doesn't do a lot of stuff like on social media a lot like that. But he was one of the first people to reach out to me and said, like, I'm so sorry about your experience. And he was there giving me motivation. He was like, don't get discouraged. You know, maybe start with a JAMA where you're new to the hobby. And it's just people like that are so welcoming and helpful. I mean, you just got to love good people like that.
It's very positive.
Yeah.
That whole space of people, it's just very positive, a lot more mature.
And that's the thing, dude. Like, Nick is, you know, I got to meet Nick, got to meet his wife and his daughter. Like, dude, it was like great. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And not everybody's like that, you know. So I don't want everybody thinking like you can go over somebody's house and eat like granola or something like that. But you know, like,
Right.
Oh, way to be a party pooper, Moat.
Well, no, I'm just saying, man. Look, if we're cool and we can take goofy pictures and all this other stuff, man. And you're genuinely trying to help, like, and just be a nice person. Like, dude, Nick and I, we talk all the time, dude. Like, he's just a good person,
good dude,
you know. And there's not a lot of people like that in that space, you know.
Yeah,
and that's cool. And I think Nick talks to a lot of people behind the scenes, and they don't know about it. And I want to see that dude's dreams come true, like legit. Like, and I'll say right now on the show, and he'll probably be mad at me about it. So whatever, I'll do it later. But like I
want his dreams to come true, but I'm gonna say something that's gonna make him really mad at me.
No, it's nothing like that. It's just like, I believe in speaking stuff into existence, and was something that he told me that he wants to do. I would love to see it come to fruition. You know, him being a former pastor dude and wanting to build an arcade for, like, you know what I'm saying, to outreach for the youth and whatever, so they can have somewhere to go to after school, the kind of way we did, you know, and just being able to, like, you know, just hang out with whoever, dude. That's something great. If I had a way to, like, literally, like, raise a fundraiser for him, dude, to, like, get this off the ground, I would, because it's a genuinely great idea. It's
but now you're talking about community.
Yeah, I'm talking. Yes, I am talking about community, and I'm talking about the good side of the community. You know what I'm saying? The side that doesn't get talked about enough because there's so much poison in the well. You know what I mean? Like,
is there ever?
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like that's the stuff that's kind of stuff that I personally would like to highlight, man. And you know, Nick knows I think he's great, man. Nick is amazing. I don't say that about a lot of people. Like, honestly, I don't. He's a good dude.
We do need more positive stuff like that. Like, how many YouTube videos in the past year have been people complaining about other people or something like that? Take some time and talk about the people that do awesome stuff. Take some time and talk about the people. There are people out there, even for like new creators, that'll just reach out and say, hey, can I offer a suggestion? Like, I was going to reach out to Bill, and I was like, Bill, I think that your new logo looks like a funeral parlor logo. And then I was told that it was actually Doctor Who, so then I didn't say it. But like, there are people like that that want to reach out and like help people and offer suggestions. And we don't talk about that stuff enough. Everybody is, I don't know what the word is. Everybody's too caught up in their own success or something like that, worried about their spot, worried about respect. You just got to make fun of yourself, and you just got to have fun with this. This is talking about video games online. Guys, none of this is serious. None of us are going to get cable access TV shows. This is just good times. So have good times. Well, it's true. Steven's actually
I was on cable TV. No, but God. I'm just joking. But no, but you're absolutely right. And I had this conversation. I don't know if it was Jade earlier, but I'm like, okay, these guys worry so much about views and subscribers and stuff, and it's like you have 8K subscribers, 30K subscribers. 30,000 people in the whole grand scheme of the world is nothing.
Nope.
It
Yeah.
really isn't. And like we all have our little soapboxes and stuff. And like you said, if we could do something to where we could do something positive for our community, like Moat just said, where somebody's dreams of having an arcade that helps kids, like, you know, I've said that even about my set here. I would probably offer a church, like if I was going to get rid of all my 1-ups, I would probably offer it to a church at probably half of what I paid for everything, just so that it would go to a good place for usage, rather than trying to gain all my money back from it. I think that's awesome, but like you said, there's not enough people here.
Look, here's what I'll say. We used to, like, in the military, you'd say, like, you know, your Marines were like their leadership. So if you had shitty leadership, then you'd, you know, have poopy leadership, then you'd have poopy Marines. And you know, there's always going to be good ones mixed in there, but the point is that, you know, I think that the content creators in, you know, X space are kind of what bring the expectations for what the atmosphere is going to be. And if that's garbage in general, and that kind of flows into the big mix of things, whether it's positive or not, then you're going to have, you know, this kind of big cesspool of garbage. So I mean, if that's what the issue is, and you know, so you can have great content creators who have great viewers, but it only takes 10% to turn it into a cesspool. And I mean, that's just the way it is. And I think that that's what the, you know, 3/4 scale space has turned into, is just this cesspool of assholery. And there's no rhyme or reason for it. There's no need for it, but it's just it's this necessity that people want to feel a certain way about themselves, maybe if they're not accomplishing something that others are, or
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't care. I mean, you know, I'm just gonna pivot and do my own thing, and I think that all the other people who are doing content creation are just kind of going to do the same thing. You know, at some point you just have to be like, all right, well, you know, F it, I'm out. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if you have to do that to maintain your sanity and like what you enjoy doing, then do that.
Well, you told me the other day I couldn't leave. I tried to leave, and you said I wasn't allowed to leave.
Oh, Steven.
But no, I mean, to be fair, that's why I came into this community, was because there was nothing going on in the form of live streams. I approached Ralph and Glenn, and back when he was talking with Doug, and I was like, guys, with my video chops, we could put out an awesome show. We could talk about this type of stuff, and they're all on board. I'm like, so look at what we were. I want to say it was 2017, 2018, Mike? 2018?
Yeah.
We didn't have any show. There was like 2 shows, and then you guys came on with Super Gamer, and there's 3. So there's like just 3 shows, and then everybody started doing shows. Look where the community's at today. And this is all because a bunch of guys decided to come on to inform the community. But instead of people saying, wow, I'm glad you guys are taking time to inform us, to help us with things, like with Jade doing real arcades, and now Moat and some of these other guys, and Mike doing pinball. No, they make fun of people. I'm like, Mike, now you're a pinball channel.
Yeah.
And it's like, you should be happy because Mike's going to figure things out with pinball that maybe you got wrong information.
But at the end of the day, though, like, nobody cares. Like,
nobody cares.
The only person or people that care are like you know, as a content creator or whatever. So I mean, all you can really do is, if you see that like there's some area or some big area that you don't like or you don't enjoy as a content creator, then pivot away from it. I mean, like, that's the only solution that I've been able to come up with, and it is what it is. You know, I mean, people are going to talk crap about you no matter who you are or what you do. Yeah. They're going to have an opinion that they think is like of the highest stature, and pretty much they're like God looking down from the heavens, like casting their opinion on you. And it's like, I don't care. You're nobody, just like me. Yeah. I'm nobody. If I had 1 million subs, I'd still be nobody. I'm just doing something on YouTube because I enjoy it and I interact with people. And if you're a dip poop, then I'm gonna ignore you and you're stupid.
We talked about this. We said we enjoy doing this show. That's the only reason I'm still here. I enjoy the people that come out here in the chat room. Otherwise, I wouldn't do the show anymore. I really wouldn't.
Which is why
I would just,
which you're
she yelled
welcome
at
for
me.
convincing you. Yeah.
Well, because I mean, I just got I got Bill. I got tired of the constant back and forth. This person against that person against this person.
Yes, that's got to stop. Yeah.
And I'm just like, guys, watch who you want to watch. It's okay to dislike me. It's okay to disagree. Some of the stuff I throw out there, little secret, I do that to try to get you guys to go against me. I will say stuff like that. It's part of being a host. Just thought I'd throw that out there. And it keeps the topics interesting. If I agreed with these guys all the time, you guys wouldn't want to watch this. That's the reality.
Oh, see, now we're getting serious. Michael Beast turned the shill cab around.
Yeah,
that's right. Actually wore this remote.
He does work for them.
My iArcade hat all the time.
He does work for them.
No, that's the hat that Ezekiel gave you that I still haven't gotten yet. It's been like over a year, bro. It's been like a year.
Wait, my hat?
No,
Michael B's hat.
Oh, okay.
So, but that's my fault because I didn't get to Chicago a day earlier. So that's on me. I take the heat for that.
Yeah, you still made it, man. We had fun. We got to go to all those barricades, and we got to lose about 27 pounds of sweat in iArcade. It was a great day.
Yeah, it was a good pore cleansing experience, man. But I don't know, man. As far as I go, like I don't think I'm just a channel, bro. I'm just a channel that just covers whatever I want to cover. You know, like if you really like, and I said it before and I say it again, dude. You want to see the stuff I'm passionate about? Watch the Back Alley channel, dude. Like I have a team behind me. You know what I'm saying? Myself, Cham, Roderick's in the chat right now, dude. And those gentlemen are amazing. And we're really literally starting to get and do creative stuff now that a lot of people aren't doing. For God's sakes, we're running infomercials. so like legit, like for me, it's always been about being creative, having fun. I've said before and I say it again. Anybody can be informative, you know, but anybody can deliver information. It's all about how you receive the information. You know, it's all about if you're entertained while watching it. You know, I don't look at the metrics. I don't look at my analytics. You know, I get a notification like, oh, you got these messages. I'm like, oh, cool.
Oh, I do. I have social Blade.
I do.
In fact, I'm on Social Blade right now. I'm trying to see what you got last.
Yeah, I don't look at any of that stuff.
I don't care.
Like, I kid you not. And here's reality, right? I opened up my phone this morning because again, I've been obsessively like researching stuff about the Buicks and what I can do with the Rails, right? And so I typed Buicks cabinet in the YouTube search, right? And I kid you not, my short was the first thing that popped up. And it had like 1K, and I'm like, yeah, right, BS. You know what I mean? Like, that's how much I'm not paying attention to. It's just, let's have fun, bro. Like, we're here to convey our passion to talk about what
you're welcome.
Love.
I clicked on it 999 times.
Well, appreciate it. You know what I mean? I guess that's cool, you know, whatever, right? But literally, it's about, for me, it's about having fun, dude.
You're right.
Retro. I'll still talk about gaming stuff, dude. We can still, you know, maybe once in a blue moon talk about Arcade 1-Up. And that's not a dig against Arcade 1-Up, but it's just like eventually you get to the point where people forget that you're human.
But let me ask you.
Like you're a robot, bro, and it's old for me.
Let me ask you guys something. Like
exactly, Toxic Real Man the Genius.
You guys, when this stuff happens, and you walk into your game room, and you look at your arcades, whether they're real arcade 1-Ups, whatever, or you go in your console room or wherever your stuff is, and you go, I just don't like this stuff anymore because of the way people are talking online. Like you don't even want, you just want to get rid of it because it reminds you of the toxicity.
Yeah. Absolutely. Literally, Damien deal with it as my freaking arcade, or he's about to get it delivered to him because literally of that factor. Because for me, it's energy, dude. And if like there's so much negative energy exuding around something, I don't want to be around it. You know, that's just me. I can't speak for
Mike.
Else.
You shook your head no. Do you never get that?
I don't place the negativity online with a product that's purely here to give me joy. Like if all of a sudden everybody just started hating the AtGames Legends Ultimate, it's not geez, I should get rid of that.
No, it's not that. It's just
no, but it makes you not want to play it because it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It
makes me not want to play it. And if I don't want to play it, then why is it here? You know?
So I've dealt with a lot of this stuff over the years, and what I do with the negativity, honestly, it's hard sometimes because you want to fire back and you think you're funny, and it doesn't ever pay off. The best thing to do is honestly, if someone's being I'm going to use the term juice ass, is just don't engage. Just don't talk to them. Leave them on read. Never give them a heart. Comment back and just go about your life. And honestly, focus on just disassociating yourself with the negative and focusing on the positive. It's fine to get constructive criticism. Like if someone writes me and they are like, your sound levels are all messed up on your video, I'll take that. But then when someone writes me and goes, are you paid by Arcade 1-Up? I'm like, what are you, dumb? I told people in the video not to buy the Big Buck Hunter Deluxe. How am I paid by Arcade 1-Up?
Right.
And they paying people to tell me not to buy it?
Yeah. Or it's one of those things where it's like, hey, yo, meet me in a blood and guts match. How about that? Yeah, let's see how that work out for you. Meet me over there, you know?
Well, yeah, but I know for me, it got to the point where, like, I don't even want to look at certain things. I just don't because of the negativity around it. It just, I don't know, it ruins it for me, and then I have to distance myself from it. You know,
for me, it's not products per se. It's just community. Like
that's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily the company per se.
It was just for me. It was just
the people around
opportunity. You know,
like
literally, it's just people get so obsessed with like stuff that you're doing, but just like, well, what about what you're doing? If you can do something better, then do it. I'll use a perfect example. Top console fanboys in the chat, right? And people like, oh well, I hate when he writes music, whatever else, right? Okay, so you write a song, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's just the way it should be, I miss, what I miss? I miss when YouTube back in the day used to have video responses. Remember the option?
Oh yeah.
And you could do a video response. YouTube needs to bring that back. At least that way there can be a healthy dialogue, et cetera, et cetera. Like that's a feature that I think that a lot of people have, they should have, but because nobody wants to debate anymore, nobody wants to talk, everybody's word needs to be I am the law, Judge Dredd type stuff. It's just it's not fun. And if we're not having fun, what are we doing?
Exactly. There's no benefit to doing this. This concept that Stern is buying us all off and sending us $10,000 pinball tables is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I knew
There's
it.
no money, no free cabs, nothing going on. Just a bunch of assholes talking about arcades and trying to have fun and not making very much money on YouTube.
Hey, don't talk about corny like that. Don't talk about corny like that.
Look, I'm just gonna be an ASMR channel. I'm gonna make a 15th channel. It's gonna be ASMR.
Well,
and literally, it's gonna be that's what we're gonna do.
Well, listen, let's do this.
Then you'll make big money.
Let's wrap this up. I see corny just went live. So corny cake.
Oh.
Corny.
What the hell is a corny?
Yeah.
Oh,
wait, pull up his stream right now.
I'm gonna pull up his stream because
he also go live last night.
Yeah.
How is he going live? Did he get one of those starter kits from Walmart?
He got the same microphones that I use on my videos, the DJI ones, and so he's.
You ever seen those? Like be a professional streamer starter kit?
No, come on. All right, so there's
Jade, you need a hug.
Corny's live. So what we're gonna do is everybody here, you can go over and pester Corny after we get off here, because give him some love. Go over here. Besides, his wife's on the stream too, and I know console fanboys all
we're just talking about joking around and having fun, and you guys are like, brah! I'm just kidding, dude.
We know you are. That's why we're going after you.
What was in that Starbucks cup? That's what I want to know.
Look, there's his wife.
She's okay.
There you go. There you go. So now we're gonna watch.
Since I interjected myself into this show, I do want to say something. I think everybody needs to just give everybody a chance. Like, let's not forget, this is not just YouTubers. This is a community. So, I mean, like, Cornercade's out there. You know what? He's a really nice guy. Biggie D's out there. He tells people not to watch people because they're becoming pinball channels, but he's a nice guy, too. He's doing some good stuff. Watch everybody. Everybody has an interesting opinion, and more than anything else, you might make a couple friends out of it, people that you might meet down the line. This is not a competition. No one needs to win. It's not a race. We can all be friends. Watch everybody. Enjoy the community.
I need a W.
Nobody nobody cares though. It's like if you focus on all the dumb shit that's going on, then it's gonna bother you. It's gonna feel this way. It's gonna feel that way. Like, just let people do whatever they want. Who gives a shit? If people come to your channel and they're assholes and they're upsetting you, then ignore them or block them. Like, just that's it. You know, if people make videos about you, well, congratulations, free promotion. I mean, it's that's just that's the point where I'm at. Like, I don't care. You know, I'm staying out of places that I don't want to be in because it's not fun for me. And I'm
like the
I'm
backseat of a Volkswagen.
Places, like
hey,
what?
Yo. Hey, yo.
Have you never watched Mallrats?
Mallrats classic. But
I'm sorry, I got to throw that in there. Anytime anybody says anything, I don't want to be someplace uncomfortable. I'm like the backseat of a Volkswagen.
Yeah, exactly that.
Wait, Toxin, what?
I've
what did you just say to me?
In porn, swear to God, don't ask. I always notice it though.
What did you just say?
Oh my! All right. On that note,
anyways, yeah.
On that note,
I don't think
Toxin. If you're
like,
noticing the A1 ups, you're watching the wrong thing. Just let me know.
Hey, yo.
So I didn't want to talk. I want to talk about my OnlyFans because I thought we dropped that. But
Toxin, that's disgusting that you brought that up. But also, can you post a link in the chat?
Almost.
All right.
Almost.
Let's wrap this up. Mike, you got anything that you want to put out there? And because everybody's probably over at Corny's anyway, so
go watch Cornercade. He's a fun guy. He really loves Arcade 1-Up. He's really excited about it. He's got tons of enthusiasm.
And
go check him out. Wife. And he loves his wife, and Zohar loves his wife. Go watch Cornercade. Go watch everybody. You know what? There's tons of people making content. There's lots of people out there doing good stuff, doing bad stuff. Doesn't really matter. It's a community. Watch everybody, make friends, be excellent to one another. Yeah. I'm out.
And we're gonna have awesome content coming from Cleveland. I got the microphone sponsor today. I wasn't kidding about that earlier. So we are set.
Can I get another 30 seconds? I'm sorry. Can I get another 30
seconds?
seconds?
My gosh, man.
What?
Jeez.
Listen. Look, this is positive.
Jeez. Are you trying to wait. Are you going to shill again for the Spider-Man?
No. What I was going to say is the following things. Rashid came out on Street Fighter 6 yesterday, so make sure you check him out. Don't buy the Super Mario movie because it'll be on Peacock on August 5th. And that's literally all I was going to say. Yeah, that's all I was going to say. It was just something I thought about that we didn't cover. So yeah, that's all.
Okay. All right, guys. Appreciate it for sticking around for 2 hours.
Not my fault.
Not again.
So much for 1 hour.
Yeah, I know, right?
Next week. So
much for an hour and a half.
No, next week it's 1 hour. We'll see you guys next week. Keep it buzzing.
Oh, what a long show. I gotta use the restroom. What are you doing here? Why are you here? Can't you see a guy's got to do what a guy's got to... You already had me for 2 hours. Like, I got to go. Like, this is scary. The fact that you're here. Just go. Get out of here. Go. Lights out. I got to go. Come on. You got to go. Go. Now.
What are you guys still doing here? Go home. Oh my God. I mean, I know you guys love me, but take it easy. Get some rest. Refit. My face will still be this pretty next time we meet. Okay, but seriously, go home.
Yo, wait. Yo, what are you doing here? Yo, you see I'm editing a video, right? Like, stream's over with. Y'all don't need to be here anymore. What, you want to help me edit? All right. No, I missed a whole clip, so we just going to go back through it, all right? See, I'm trying to get stuff together. The stream is over. Y'all ain't got no reason to be here anymore. Y'all should just go away. You know what I'm saying? Like, go away. You really want to sit here? Or do you want to go home? Make a decision. Man.
Oh, man, what a long show. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, time to go to bed. Hello? I think you left this on. Hello? Wow. You guys are all still here? The show's over. That's it. There's nothing left. Go. Go to bed. It's over. Go. No, seriously. That's it. Go. Go to bed.